Shalom. Right here another week. First off, we want to give all honor, glory, and praises to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, RAWCHAA QADASH, YAHAWAH, and YAHAWASHI, YAHAWAH, and YAHAWASHI. YAHAWAH is the true name of a Heavenly Father who the world ignorantly calls God.
That's right.
And YAHAWASHI is the true name of the Heavenly Father's Son, the Son of Yahawah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. We want to give double honors to our apostles and to our elders of Great Millstone, who we all learn the truth from, and peace and blessings goes to all that is right.
Hey brother, the name Yahawah is the true name, and also they use it Yahweh, and they use it Yahshua. Those are false names. I just want to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. Peace and blessings to the brothers out there. Out here another week. You know, recently been on the news. You got a lot of these people, especially these women, going out there protesting about pro-choice. You know, protesting about abortion, which is completely off according to the scriptures, man. All right, when you women out there that are aborting, what you're doing is you're murdering. You're murdering your children, and you want to use that as an excuse. Well, you want to use that as an excuse that it's still a fetus. But remember when Rebecca, when she was pregnant, okay, she had two different nations in the womb. Yep. They were alive. They were babies, man. Yep. And let's see what the scriptures says about abortion. So I'm gonna get Exodus 23 and 26.
Okay, I got a quick one out. This is Exodus 20 and 13. It says, "Thou shalt not kill."
Right, thou shalt not kill. And really, thou shalt not murder. Okay, and when you go out there aborting your kids, you're murdering. You committing murder, killing an innocent child, innocent life. All right, Lord sent that spirit down there, and you sent it right back, man.
These women, here they are having unprotected sex. You know, what do you think happens when you have sex, man? You let men bust off in you.
Right, exactly.
What do you expect to happen, man? But here it is, the devil then supplied you with Plan B pills and abortion, which that was all created to commit genocide against Jake, man.
Yeah.
You know, to wipe our numbers out, man.
Yeah.
Right. And if you watch a lot of these abortion videos, it's going to talk about how it's just a fetus, and then the actual spirit within that child.
That's right, bro.
And if you watch the abortion videos, because what the doctor does, they crush the baby's head.
Right.
They stick tongs up your vagina, and they crush the head. And you can actually see in some of these videos, the fetus is actually running away from those tongs.
Right.
You know, so it's wicked as hell, man. It's murder, man. Right. And you got these women out here protesting that shit. These women out here are fucking insane. They're crazy. They wanna, like the brother just said, they want to fight for the right to kill their goddamn children, man. Or their damn children.
Right, it's deeper than you just having a fucking baby within you, man. It's a devised plan to destroy our people, man.
And it's working. It's working, man. Look, you have a majority of our women out there protesting against that shit. Just so you can be hoes without having to face any consequences.
No repercussions. And that's where they really go back to.
Yeah.
You just want to be a hoe.
That's it.
Yeah.
With no repercussions. You just want to fuck whoever you want, sleep with whoever you want, you know, with no repercussions. But that act of sex is to procreate, man.
Right.
Yeah, it's pleasurable, but the Lord made it pleasurable, you know, to where it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Everybody's gonna want to have sex, you know.
This is why there's gonna be a lot of death, way worse than what the Lord did in the flood, man. Because what happened when Noah got out the ark? What did the Most High tell Noah and his family? Be fruitful and multiply. All right, we ought to be fruitful and multiply. What do you think when all hell breaks loose? The Lord said that we're gonna be fruitful and multiply again. Yeah. All right. When America's destroyed, and when the Lord sets up His kingdom, we're gonna be fruitful. We're gonna be fruitful and multiply again, man. We're gonna bring back all you Jakes that die on this side,
Right.
that die on this side.
We're going to repopulate the earth.
All right. Get that scripture.
This is Exodus 23 and 26. It says, there shall nothing cast their young, nor be barren in thy land. The number of thy days I will fulfill.
Right. Now look up that word
Cast their young?
Yeah, cast their young.
All right, cast their young in the Hebrew goes back to shakal, okay? Which says to be bereaved, make childless, miscarry, to be bereaved.
Right. Now, back in the ancient world, it was a very shameful thing if a woman cannot bear children.
Right, Samuel's mother.
You had a lot of examples.
Yep.
Right.
Some of Jacob's wives. Wasn't it Rachel?
Rachel, yeah.
Yep.
Rachel, she you know, she was Jacob really desired her, but she wasn't having children. The Lord was blessing her Leah to have them.
Right.
Yeah, she wanted to kill herself. She was so distraught over being barren.
Oh, what's a
You know?
when a woman could not bear children, there was a word that take my reproach away from me.
Yeah.
Because reproach was her not having children. You know,
Right.
you have villagers of her in the same city. You know her as the one that can't bear children, man. You know, but when a woman bears children, okay, that's when you know. If you can find that saying, take away my reproach.
And also said that the women's gonna be saved in childbearing.
Saved.
Okay.
There you go.
This is let me go to it real quick. Speaking with Rachel. This is Genesis 30 and 22. It says, and the Most High remembered Rachel, and the Most High hearkened to her and opened her womb. And she conceived and bare a son, and said, the Most High have taken away my reproach. And she called his name Joseph, and said, the Lord shall add to me another son. So the Lord has taken away her reproach. You know, today it's opposite. You know, these women they ain't trying to have no seeds.
It's a very shameful thing for a woman at a young age to have a child, because in this time, these women are taught to have fun, go out there, play the field, you know, go on the carousel, you know, the cock carousel, you know, go out there, have fun. When a woman wants to have fun, what do you think that means? She wants to go sleep with other men. She wants to go out and party and bullshit. What does that lead to? Sleeping around, man. All right, in that process of sleeping around, you're gonna end up getting pregnant, because who's gonna carry condoms? Who's gonna have the discipline to pull out? Who's gonna have discipline to go to the store and get some condoms? If you had a bar, you know, if you had a club, you know, you go straight to your, you know, you got people popping in the car, you got people going to the crib, man. You got these bitches that one night stands and they end up pregnant. So what they do? They go to the abortion clinics, man.
Plan Bs.
All right.
And it's crazy because that's the first thing that's in their mind. They never think about, yeah, I can take care of this child. You know, the first thing is, how is this child going to affect my life? It's going to take away my boredom.
Yeah, take away my fun. Because a woman, you have a big responsibility to take care of the children. Why you think the scripture says that a woman should remain at home? You're supposed to stay at home to take care of the children, man. Or the children that you bear. Okay? While the father goes out and provides, he goes out to work, man. Your job is to raise the children. But in this upside down society, it's not like that, man. Everything's upside down. These women don't want to take care of children. Instead, they want to kill them, man. If they even have children, what these women do, they're like ostriches. You know how like an ostrich, they have when the ostrich lays its eggs, they don't guard it. You know, they just leave it out there in the sun where a predator can eat it, or elephant can stomp on it. You know, they just leave it out there. And that's all you women that like to go out, and you know, you single mothers that like to go out and have fun, go out to party. You leave your children at home.
Yeah. You got children dying over shit like that.
Right. You had recently in Houston, you had a woman. She had a 5-year-old child.
Yeah.
She left in a car just to set up a party for another child, man.
That's crazy.
And to the women, Slot wrote, and two about the ostrich. These women have that ostrich mentality of putting their head in the hole. Yeah. Okay? Because the ostrich would put his head in the hole and pretend like nothing around it is happening. Okay? Nothing, man. The ostrich will eat her own baby. Yeah, they'll do anything, man.
I got a precept. It's kind of long though. It's 1 Samuel 1:1. It says, now there was a certain man of Ramathaim, Zophim of Mount Ephraim, and his name was Elkanah, the son of Joham, the son of Elihu, the son of Tahu, the son of Zoph, an Ephrathite, and he had 2 wives. The name of one was Hannah, and the name of the other was Peninnah. And Peninnah had children, but Hannah had no children. And this man went up out of the city yearly to worship and to sacrifice unto the Lord of hosts in Shiloh. And the 2 sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, the priests of the Lord, was there. And when the time was that Elkanah offered, he gave to Peninnah his wife and to all her sons and her daughters portions. But unto Hannah he gave a worthy portion. For he loved Hannah, but the Lord had shut up her womb. And her adversary also, the adversary being the other wife, also provoked her sore for her to make her fret, because the Lord had shut up her womb. And as he did so year by year, when she went up to the house of the Lord, so she provoked her, therefore she wept and did not eat. Then said Elkanah,
Why she do that? Because she was sad. She was sad that she couldn't have children, man.
and the other woman was, basically teasing her about it.
Right.
Being a demon towards her.
But now, being in the upside down world, women that have children are looked down upon to those that don't. Go ahead.
It says, then said Elkanah her husband to her, Hannah, why weepest thou? And why eatest thou not? And why is thy heart grieved? Am not I better to thee than 10 sons? So Hannah rose up after they had eaten in Shiloh, and after they had drunk. Now Eli the priest sat upon the seat by a post of the temple of the Lord. And she was in bitterness of her soul, and prayed unto the Lord, and wept sore. And she vowed a vow and said, O Lord of hosts, if thou wilt indeed look on the affliction of thine handmaid, and remember me, and not forget thine handmaid, but will give unto thy handmaid a man child, then I will give unto the Lord all the days of his life, and there shall no razor come upon his head. And it goes on, but the point is that she was bitter in her soul. She was weeping to the Lord, praying to the Lord for a man child, man. Unlike you fucking women today, man.
Yeah, they want to kill your children.
And it gets under your skin, man. It's like, goddamn, all the information is out there. It ain't the 70s or the 60s, man. All the information is out there for you women to know that it's bigger than you destroying your child, man. They're trying to wipe out our whole nation, man. Don't forget Planned Parenthood, Margaret Sanger. We don't want the word to get out that we want to exterminate the Negro population. Don't forget about that, man.
But the sad thing is, majority of these people don't know about that.
They don't willingly ignorant.
And if they know about it, they don't care about that.
Yeah.
They don't care about that. Their own personal happiness is worth more than anything, man.
And they want to bring up the rape. That's all you can say is,
Right.
if a woman gets raped, well, how many of you bitches get raped, man?
Nobody raping your
Fuck out of here.
stinking ass.
Yeah. You willingly hopping on these dicks, man.
Right.
Fuck out of here,
The
man.
system is still up, man.
That's
Still
why
got number one.
I ain't a big fan of women, man. That's just me. You know what I mean? I don't really like women. Yeah, you got sisters out there trying, doing your best, keep doing what you're doing. But me, I ain't a big fan of women, man. Because you're wicked as hell, you're evil as all hell. You don't give a goddamn about reality, man. You don't give a goddamn about nothing logical, man.
Right.
It's all about
You're just
you.
a bunch of fucking demons, man. Now, hey, when it all goes down, you women, you gonna have it the worst, man. You gonna have it the worst, man.
Yep.
I got one. Sirach 26.
March to that.
Fuck out of here.
Hope you done.
Nah, you got it up.
Sirach 26 and 23. A wicked woman. Sirach 26 and 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
Now, what do you call a dog, a female dog, a bitch? All right. Okay.
But shall be shamefaced before the Lord.
Right, and they're shameless. They have no shame in their
It's
game.
26 and
You
25.
got a thing?
Yep.
Sirach
No
26.
shame
in
in
their
my
game,
game.
yeah.
I don't give a goddamn.
Dude filmed his best friend woman selling box on the
Right, I seen that.
and she had no shame. She was like cussing him out instead of feeling some type of shame.
Wow.
She out there street walking.
Street
Said
walking.
26
Street
25.
walking,
That's
yeah.
so
You
bad.
know what I'm saying?
Wow.
She wanted to do everybody in the car.
Everybody in the car. She said everybody $200 each. You know what
Wow.
I'm saying?
Yeah, these women, they have no shame. Just right now, we saw one walk by with her shorts up, bottom half of her ass cheek just hanging out, you know?
And what you see in her legs? Her whole legs, both her legs had that cellulite in it.
Right.
Okay? full of it.
Yep.
You know, that ain't nothing but other men's sperm, man. Okay?
That's why
These women ain't supposed to have but one man in their whole life,
I was
man.
about to say, that's why they ain't gonna never ask you, they ain't never gonna tell you how many men they slept with.
Yeah.
They don't never gonna talk about that.
Do that.
Yeah. They'll give you a number, but just know they're fucking lying. You can tell when you're in there, when you're in there, you know.
Because that's the spirit that the Most High put in these women to be shameful of being a whore.
Yep.
You should not be whores within Israel. That's why they always lie about their body count. You know, they want to be whores, but deep down they're ashamed of that shit.
Right.
You know.
I got it. Let me read that same scripture in the GNT, because it says a self-willed woman is a bitch. That's what it says. It says bitch.
Wait, what?
A self-willed woman is a bitch.
Look, self-willed. You alright? Because you're supposed to be ruled over by your husband, man.
Yeah.
And that's another goddamn thing that's just like annoying, man. A woman don't want to be ruled over, man. They got a problem with authority, man.
Yep.
When you're a little higher than a child, man. You know, you're a little higher than a child. You need it to be guided. So you ain't supposed to be self-willed.
Yeah, the society teaches them to try and be independent, to focus on their careers, you know, and negate everything else.
Where's that got you?
You know?
Where's that guy that got you single and miserable?
Right.
With a bunch of children with no fathers.
Yep. That's right.
The Lord is making this time for y'all now. Okay? All the food thing is gonna be big with you women, man.
Yeah.
Okay? The Lord is taking your food away. You don't see it yet, but it's coming. All right? And then all you simp niggas out there and shit wanna feed these women, man, you gonna get caught up in it too. All right?
Hey, bro, it's already here, man.
Yep.
They got fucking armed guard security at my grocery store. It's all the theft. You
Yeah.
see women all the time stealing shit, man.
And you see Walmart, they had all the food and stuff. They wouldn't let nobody buy food, man. They said it's all bad, and they packed it all up. Okay?
They about to turn into a concentration camp.
Right, exactly.
Scripture said they're gonna lament for the teats. You know, all they good little treats and shit they
Yeah,
get.
the scripture said that vintage shall fail.
Yep.
You know? You want me to go back?
Yeah, go back.
So going back to the word shakal, or shakal in the Hebrew, it says to make childless, to cause barrenness, show barrenness, or abortion.
There, abortion. Read that again.
It says to be bereaved, to make childless, to cause barrenness, show barrenness, or abortion.
Abortion. The scripture says it right there and then. What is there to hide? You know, but you want to say, oh, we're in the 21st century. We're not in those times no more. That's your excuse. You got an excuse for everything. You just want to say shit, whatever shit that fits according to you, man.
Because they don't have no accountability, man.
Right.
You know, society they don't hold you accountable for nothing that you do.
Yeah, towards the men.
For nothing that you do, man. You know, all a woman could do is blame the man, point the finger at a man. Man ain't shit, man ain't this. But what about you women, man?
Yup.
It takes two to tangle. You know what I'm saying? Men are not having children by themselves. You know?
Hey.
And these women are the worst creatures, man, behind Esau, man.
Yup.
You're the worst fucking creatures, man.
At the end of the day, it's Esau that's empowering these women. The government that gives them power over man.
Yeah.
Fuck over a man through the court system. Child support and all that. Alimony payments and all that, you know? So Esau gotta go, man. We need
Yeah,
new
right.
rulership. We need new rulership on the planet, man.
Right, it all goes back to Esau, you know?
Yeah.
It's all
But
time.
they made that pact going back to the garden. You know? This
Yeah.
fucking woman and this fucking serpent. They made that pact going way back from the beginning, man. You know? So we gotta start over, man.
Yup.
We gotta start over, man.
Management, man.
You know? And it's gonna take the Lord coming back. It's gonna take the society falling
Yup.
for everything to start over, man.
That's a real great reset. You know?
Right.
Righteousness.
Righteousness, yep.
You got a precept?
It's 1 Timothy 5:14. I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children.
What's marriage? Is marriage fucking you dressing in a white dress, walking down the aisle, your father walking you down the aisle, you got 31 bodies on you? No, that ain't marriage, man. I'm throwing a number out there, you know what I mean? You know? That's not marriage. Marriage is you having sex.
Yup.
You know, is a man going inside of you, man.
That's
Marriage, man.
that's how you become one flesh.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Alright.
Yep.
What does the word marriage mean? to be joined together, man. How does a man and a woman join together, man, through the act of sex?
Hey, like when a male and a female dog have sex.
They all connected, right?
Yeah, they get connected for like they stay connected for a certain period of time, man.
I remember seeing that when I was like 4. I could see it now in my head, man. I was tripping out. Like I asked, why is that happening? You know? But that's that joint, just like they showed on Avatar. You remember where they connected to each other?
Right.
And it was like I forget exactly the words, man. But they show you how spiritual that is, man. So it's a spiritual act.
It is.
Yeah.
So when you having sex over and over with these different men, different semen all up in you,
That destroys
you got demons on you, man.
Yeah, because the sperm carries all of your information, man.
Yep.
Okay? So you wonder, and you went inside this woman and stuff, and all of a sudden she started to act like you. Why is that?
Putting your vibration on.
Exactly. Now, if this woman got 800 bodies on her, then she got 800 demons, man.
800 niggas.
Exactly.
Sperms fighting and shit.
Six.
Yep.
Six.
Constant battle, man.
Yeah, like brother said, the act of sex is very spiritual. You know, once you nut off with a woman, your DNA goes into her, man.
Right.
She takes on your personality. She takes on your spirit.
Right.
That's why you got bitches that have all these sex, these porn stars, you know, these sex workers. That's why they're all bugged out of their fucking mind, because they have hundreds of different spirits on them, man. Multiple personality disorders.
And then they're miserable.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers act like they all good. No, you fucked off in the head, man.
Right.
You are fucking destroyed in the head, man.
And you wonder why you can't connect with the man that you want.
And they try to put themselves on a level with a man. A man can sleep with 100 bitches, man, and be straight. He's supposed to do that. He's built for that.
Hey, this is one Edomite. He goes out there in Vegas asking women questions.
Yeah.
He said he asked these women. There's an island full of 30 women. One man can impregnate all those women, but if there is one woman with multiple men, she can't bring back life. She can't bring all life with all those different men. You know, just roughly paraphrasing it, man.
Out of all those men, only one could have, you know,
At a time.
one at a time. That's why we're supposed to have multiple women, man.
You have billions of semen, little semen within your genitalia.
Right.
Genitals,
Then a woman has a biological clock.
Right.
She can only have children for a certain span of time.
Right.
A man, he could be like Abraham. He's in his 90s. You know, having children, man. You know, a man could be old as hell, 80 years old.
Hey, this is one chick in the South. He has 33 kids.
Woo.
There's another one. There's another Jake in Nigeria. There's a couple. They had, I think, 44 kids.
That's beautiful.
44 children, man.
I know that's not one woman.
No, it was one. It was one couple.
Oh, okay.
She had a bunch of twins.
They must be old.
She had a bunch of twins and triplets and all that, man. Her last kid was the first child she had was single.
Yeah.
You know, when you read Judges about Gideon, he says that he has 70 kids, 70 children, for he had many wives.
Right.
So it's the right thing for a man to have many wives.
Right.
man.
We just read about Samuel's parents. His father had 2 wives.
Right.
And that's just, you know, that's just having 2.
But Esau does what in this system? He says a man, if you got more than one wife, he call it polygamy.
Right.
And he'll put you in jail for that, man.
Which poly means many.
Yeah.
And that's how we set up, like a lion's pride.
Yeah.
You don't have too many male lions in a lion's pride.
Right.
So you really just gonna have one.
Right.
And all them women going, just like on Lion King, they made it seem like he just had one woman. All them lionesses was his woman, man.
Right.
But they made it seem like he just had one woman. Nah, man, that's not how it go, man.
But that's how Esau works, man. He wants to
Fucking
turn
fuck.
everything upside down, man.
It's all for population control.
Yeah, the scripture say woman was created for the man.
There you
Right.
go, man.
Women belong to us, not the other way around. We can have multiple wives.
There you go, man. But they want to have, now they talking about having a side dude.
Right.
Yeah, it's called feminist. I dealt with a chick like that. I dealt with a feminist bitch for a certain period of time. As soon as she said it was feminist, I already knew how that shit was going.
You know what happens too when a woman has more than one man? going inside of her and stuff, her kwaba started to smell like rank. Okay? Wonder why the women's thinking. I seen a video, a woman, she was inside a house and stuff, and the little children and stuff was saying that they could smell her shit, man. Okay?
Oh, I think I've seen that.
Yeah, she's like, don't start talking about me. I know I'm gonna go and take a shower or some bullshit. But she's standing there, sitting there in her clothes, and you can smell her shit through her pants and shit.
That's how bad it is.
That's bad, man.
Get that fifth verse of Timothy.
Sorry, 5 or 6.
6.
Start over.
This is 1 Timothy 5 and 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth.
That's all you bitches want to do. You want to live in pleasure. You want to have fun. That's why you're dead while you live, man. All right, go ahead.
They got a song like that, right? Girls just want to have fun.
The girls just want to have fun.
Yeah.
But you can only have fun for so long, man. Sooner or later that fun runs out, man. Sooner or later your body starts to wear and tear, man. You start to get old.
That's why the Lord gives them STDs and shit.
All right. Go ahead.
And these things give in charge that they may be blameless. But if any provide not for his own, especially for those of his own house, he hath denied the faith, and is worse than an infidel. Let not a widow be taken into the number under 60 years old, having been the wife of one man.
See, now what number is 60 years old, man? All right, and be having a wife of one man. Why is that? Because a woman's supposed to have one man. The only way that she has another husband, is if her first husband dies. But this is why YAHAWASHI, he likened this generation to an adulterous generation, because a lot of these women you meet today are not virgins, and they've been with multiple men. Why do you think he told the woman at the well that you have many husbands? The one that you're with right now is not your husband, man. Because your first husband is the one that took your virginity. Okay?
And if you notice, they always have a place in a woman always have a place in their heart for that first guy.
Yeah.
That first dude that took it, you know?
Right.
They never forget that dude.
Yeah, they call it an imprint or something like that. You're imprinted by that first man.
Yeah.
And every guy that she goes after is going to be like him, you know? So if he's like a thug type dude, she's only going to want thugs for the rest of her life. She's been imprinted by that first man, you know? Let not a widow be taken to the number under 60 years old, having been the wife of one man, well reported of for good works. If she have brought up children, if she have lodged strangers, if she have washed the saints' feet, if she have relived the afflicted, if she have diligently followed every good work. But the younger widows refuse, for when they have begun to wax wanton against YAHAWASHI, they will marry.
Now, wanton is basically sexual desire. Because a woman, you get a certain age, basically when you pass 5-year age, you start to feel that sexual desire, man. Okay?
They get hot in their panties.
And this is why, back then in the ancient world, the father has to always keep a close eye on his daughter, man.
Right.
Yeah. It's not like today where women have a lot of liberty to go out to party, go out and do all this, man. Because what ends up happening, she can end up raped, she can end up kidnapped, she can end up coming home pregnant by a guy that the father disapproves of, man. Because in the ancient world, the father is the one that decides who the daughter married to. The woman had no choice in that, man. Since you want to talk about choice and all that shit, man. Back in the ancient, you had no choice. You belong to your father until you find the appropriate husband for you. And then once you're married, you belong to your husband, man. You have no choice in that, man. Okay?
And it's going back to that.
Right.
Right. That's a righteous thing, man. Let your father choose your husband. You know, your father's not going to give you away to just get a good dude.
Right.
That's why a lot of these women fear nowadays. Women, y'all don't even know what y'all want, man.
Hell no.
Yeah, it's not like today where you women get to pick who your husband is. Why you think you have a lot of single mothers? Because you don't pick the right man. You always pick the one that's lazy, don't got no fucking job, have nothing going for himself, just because he got good looks, man. You know, or whatever way that may you choose that man.
Yeah.
You don't choose him. You don't choose the correct man. Like, for example, you choose a thug.
Yeah.
All right, you choose a thug, man.
Over a guy that works 9 to 5. He work 9 to 5, girl. He just make this certain amount of money, but he's stable. Okay, you have a roof over your head. You got food. You got clothes. Okay.
Women don't even appreciate
They
that,
don't
man.
appreciate that,
Always,
man.
They definitely don't want a righteous man.
Yep, always complaining.
Right.
Always find something to complain about. You know.
When you put them in the straight and make them stay home, make them do what they gotta do. They like little children. They don't want to do it, man. Okay, they bucking up against you every step of the way.
Authority issues, man.
Right.
That shit is whack.
That's what scripture says, watch over with an imputed eye. Be not surprised if you trespass against thee.
Yep.
A lot of these fathers ain't even watching over their daughters.
They let the daughters go, do what they want, because who really wants a house? The mother.
They condone that behavior.
Yeah, wonder
Because
why,
these motherfuckers are simps.
yeah, I wonder why their daughter getting abused and with a nigga that's just dogging her out, treating her bad. Because a father's supposed to pick a man that's stable, that can take care of you. You know?
That's right.
Man of wisdom.
Yeah, a man of wisdom.
Right. But you know, a lot of these women don't have fathers now. That's the curse that came upon us, man. Fathers are not in the home. You know? Maybe yeah, because the women choose these wrong dudes.
Hey, Esau made that happen too with the whole housing Section 8, the whole welfare thing, you know. You know what I'm saying? See, look, see all the shits in my legs? That shit
They're
nasty.
probably in a relationship.
Yeah, that
Hey,
shit nasty.
Hey, bro, new information just came out about Margaret Singer, whatever that chick Singer, yeah. That she ordered leaders to keep Israelites in check, breaking down the so-called Negro Hispanic homes. So she had pastors
Yeah, hell
to
yeah.
pacify our people.
Hell yeah.
You know.
That's what
they
that
do.
whole
They've been doing that.
Bible 163 church
I got scripture.
Finish to 15.
Verse 12, 1 Timothy 5 and 12. Having damnation because they have cast off their first faith, and withal they've learned to be idle, wandering about from house to house, and not only idle, but tattlers. Also busybodies, speaking things which they ought not. I will therefore let the younger woman marry.
See, the younger woman marry. Not go out and party, have fun, not go out and bullshit, not go out and give into your pleasures and go on girls trip and all that, man. To marry for the purpose of what? Bringing forth children. All right, bring fruitful, starting an empire. All right, starting your husband's family line, man. Not going out and doing what you're doing now, man. You know, go ahead.
I will therefore let the younger woman marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully.
Hey, and who's our main adversary? So-called white man. These Edomites. You know, so-called white men, these Edomites and these other nations, man. They look down on these people out here. They look down on our women to see how they treat us, man. You know, how our women are over us, how our women are out of order, how our women are just shameful sluts.
Shameless sluts.
You got no other woman on the planet goes around twerking on video. All you see is our women, okay? Acting a damn fool. and
Yeah,
shit.
and none of them speak against their man either.
Right.
You don't see the Edomite woman talking shit about the man.
Right.
She stay with her man. You know, it's a shame if they don't have a husband. Not you Negro and Latino women. Shit, you even give it to the Latino woman. She even stick by her man. Shit, they don't have no problem. You know, Issachar don't have no problem getting with the Issachar man.
Yeah, that's in their culture. No family is in their culture.
Right.
We don't have that here in our culture, man. We have baby mama, baby daddy shit. You know? We don't know nothing about no families out here, man. I will therefore let the younger woman marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary.
Well, guide the house. You're supposed to be at the house. Scripture say keep us at home.
Right.
And they got a problem with that though, man.
They want to stay home.
They hear the word submissive. You know, it sounds like bondage to them. But that's why you was created. I mean, let's get to it. When it comes down to it, you was created to serve a man. That's it. The word woman means to be my servant.
You know, they fear having a man over them. That's why they want their own jobs, their own money. You know, they want to believe in this color purple shit. You have this dictator black guy beat your ass all the time. No, man.
Yeah, that ain't reality, man. No man want to beat no woman, man.
Nah,
That's not even how it goes. It's always shit. If anybody beating on anybody, it's the woman beating on the man. You know?
And the man gets sent to jail for it. Get kicked out the house.
Cause he get tired of shit, then he really put hands on your ass.
Yeah, Jake never oppressed their women like that. He never oppressed black bitches like that. Fuck out of here.
And another thing with these women too, when they have children in these days and age, the grandmama end up raising the child.
Right.
They're still in the street.
Right.
Okay? They're still in the dang on street. They never want to settle down, raise their children, cook good food for their children, okay? Feeding them chicken nuggets and shit that they can put in the microwave every damn day, okay? So that they can just go and do their pleasure, man. You know?
Their children guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. For some are already turned aside after Satan.
Not some should really be all, because a lot of you women, you know, most of you women have turned aside onto Satan, man. Like you said earlier, that goes back to the garden. All right, that's the reason why you took to learn the other philosophy of the serpent, man, because it was to your benefit. All right, it was to your benefit that you get to be in power, you get to be over your man. You don't have to be servants. You don't have to guide the house. You don't have to be keepers at home. You can do what you want. You can have fun. You can be given the pleasures. That's why you took heed to that serpent, man, because it was to your benefit, man. You did not like how the Lord set it up, man. When the Lord set it up, it was perfect. It was good. It was righteous, man. All right, but you seek to you seek to bring sin into the world. That's why the scripture says that the woman was the beginning of sin. To her, we all died, man.
That's what I got.
Go, bring.
It's Sirach 25 and 24. It says, of the woman came the beginning of sin.
Right, of the woman became the beginning of sin. Because get that account in Genesis, the 3rd chapter. All right? It was the serpent, which was the so-called white man, Esau, with melanin back then. Okay? Did he go to Adam or to the woman first? He went to the woman. Why? Because you go to 1 Peter, it says the woman is the weaker vessel. All right? It was more easy for him to persuade you.
Manipulate.
All right? Go ahead.
It says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died.
Yeah, through her we all died. Okay? This is the reason why death came into the world, is because of you women, man. Alright, because you took heed to the serpent, which was not no actual serpent. As an Edom, it was Esau back then, man. Or the wicked one.
Yeah, one more scripture says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
And that's exactly what you see throughout America, man. You have all these women that have the liberty to gad abroad.
Look what it produces.
Yep.
It produces disorder, man. It produces confusion, man. This shit is wicked as all hell. You know, the woman has all the power, and the men have none, man. You know, faggots have more power than men. You gotta be out your goddamn mind not to think this shit is insane, man. To go along with the bullshit out here, man. You gotta be out your fucking mind, man.
And one thing about it too is all this shit is just a distraction.
Right.
It's a distraction because they're doing something worse to you. They're about to do something so terrible and demonic to you, but they got you thinking about your rights.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
right.
what they got coming for you, you gonna wish you did something different, man.
You gonna wish you had a man.
Yeah.
Ruling over your
right.
ass.
Yeah, what it say? In that day,
yeah.
7 women shall take hold of 1 man.
Yeah, because that's when you're gonna realize they've been lied to all their lives. That the ways that them being on top was all wrong, man. You know, you're gonna have women that are gonna repent from that, from the ways, man. Okay? You have a precept when you get Genesis 3rd chapter.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 1. It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
Right. Who are the rebellious children? so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Snow Indians, man. You're that rebellious children. They want to take counsel, but not of the Lord. The Lord has his prophets in here to counsel you the right way, to teach you his ways, the ways of life. But instead, you people want to learn under Esau ways of death, man. All right, go ahead.
It says that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Add sin to sin. What's sin? The transgression of the law. All right, when you commit abortions, when you're murdering, that's sin. You're breaking the law, man. But you women don't think that way. Okay?
That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked of my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Yeah, all you jakes that trust in this place, that trust in society, that's going to be your downfall, man. All right, because when Babylon, America is destroyed, you jakes going to be destroyed with it, man. I trust in this place, man. Get that Genesis 3rd chapter. You can read from just one. Let's see, third chapter 1 through 5. No, 6.
Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord power had made.
Right, now the serpent being the so-called white man, when you go into I believe the word serpent, it goes into a witchcraft, sorceries.
You mean subtile?
Yep, subtile. Sloppy. Can you look that word up?
Yeah, so the Hebrew word is aram, meaning subtle, shrewd, crafty, sly, sensible.
Yeah, go to the root word.
The root word is like, it says to be subtle, to shrewd, be crafty, beware, take crafty counsel, be prudent, to be crafty.
And who takes crafty counsel against the Lord's people?
Yeah.
The so-called white man. Edom. The serpent was Esau, man. Back then he had melanin. All right, he was the son of the wicked. Back then he had 3 classifications of men. Sons of God, which that's where we came from. The sons of man, which were the other nations, and the sons of the wicked, which are you so-called white people, man. Edomites. Okay? Yeah. So read that again.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field.
The beast of the field represents the other nations. Alright, this is all metaphorically speaking. When people read this, they think it's talking about an actual serpent, an actual beast. Alright? It's talking about people, man. Okay?
Which the Lord power had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath the Most High said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden.
It was serpent. It was serpent. So when you look up serpent, not subtile, serpent, nachash, serpent, snake, image. When you go into the root word, to practice divination, divine, observe signs, learn by experience, diligently observe, practice fortune telling, take as an omen. Who practice witchcraft? Who practice sorcery? So-called white man. How you think they run this world, man? Through their witchcraft. Okay? So read that all over again. Genesis 3:1. Go.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord power had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath the Most High said, Ye shall not eat every tree of the garden.
Yeah, the tree of the garden represents these other philosophies. Okay? Go ahead.
And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High hath said, Ye shall not eat of it.
Right. Well, Eve was basically telling the serpent is the ways of righteousness. All right, and what she was supposed to do, and what was she supposed to do, and what she wasn't supposed to do. All right.
Neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die. For the Most High doth know that the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
And this is where the serpent lied when he said that ye shall not die. Okay? When the serpent told Eve that you should not die, that's when he lied, man. He was telling the truth when we became gods, because we knew being a god, you know, both good and evil. And this is the process of us, you know, being gods. Because right now we're learning the evil part, man. All right? Because that's when we're establishing the kingdom of heaven as the sons of the Most High, the sons of YAHAWASHI, we're going to be gods. Because we already knew good and evil. We're in the process right now of learning evil. Now we're going to know what it's like to be righteous, be perfect, man. Yeah. Okay? Yeah, to 6.
Verse 6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and the tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat.
Right, when she saw that philosophy the serpent was giving her, it was good to her. You know, it benefited her. Alright, that feminist shit where a woman could be over the men, where a woman can have free choice, you know, be self-willed. It was good to her, man. That's why she took on to it, man. Because it seemed when she was listening to the philosophy of the serpent, she saw that it could benefit her, man. Alright?
And gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked.
Yeah, that naked basically represents the time being in sin. When you go to Moses, when he came down from Mount Sinai, when he saw, get that counts in Deuteronomy, see Deuteronomy 20.
Finish your point up.
Yeah, when he came down from Mount Sinai, he said he saw people naked, representing their sin. Okay?
And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked.
Yeah, because they were only supposed to know righteousness. The Lord established Adam and Eve to know righteousness, man, and to not know wickedness. But when the woman got beguiled by the serpent, that's when they knew they knew of sin. They knew of wickedness, and that's not something that the Lord set her up, man. Okay?
And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. And they heard the voice of the Lord power walking in the garden in the cool of the day.
Right. That was the prophets. The cool of the day basically represents before the judgment comes down. Okay?
And they heard the voice of the Lord power walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord power.
Yeah, how did they hide themselves among the other nations? Alright? You got that account? That was it on that.
The presence of the Lord power amongst the trees of the garden.
You gotta finish your point, but I'm not sure exactly what you're saying.
It's Exodus 32 and 23. Exodus 32. So read that part, meaning they were naked again in verse 7.
And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons.
Whoever got Exodus 32, 23 to 25.
This is Exodus chapter 32, verse 23. It says, "For they said unto me, make us gods which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we were not what is become of him. And I said unto him,"
Yeah, because Moses from Mount Sinai speaking with the Most High, receiving the laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay? Go ahead.
it says, "And I said unto them, whosoever hath any gold, let them break it off. So they gave it me. Then I cast it into the fire, and there came out this calf. And Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies."
Yeah, why were they naked? Because they were worshiping other gods.
Yeah.
But they built a golden calf and said that got us out of Egypt, man. When you go into Exodus, the first and the second commandment, scriptures the law says not to build any graven images, man. All right, not to worship any other gods before the Lord, man. Because our Lord's jealous power, man. So back then they were sinning. Okay, let's just brought that out just to prove, back up that account in Genesis, the 3rd chapter.
Precept for that.
Go
It's
ahead.
Revelation 16 and 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame.
All right, lest he walk naked represents sin. See the shame. And what the garment is supposed to represent? This truth, man.
That's right.
True knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Okay, the ways of righteousness, which we were supposed to learn from the beginning, which we were supposed to only know until Eve got deceived.
I
Okay.
got precept for that. It's 2 Corinthians 11 and 3. But I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety,
Right, through subtlety. Because he made it he packaged it to that it's gonna benefit Eve and Adam.
and that's Esau's spirit.
Right.
You know, sweet, how's it go? His words are smoother than butter.
Right.
You know? But there's nothing but deception at the end of that. You know?
Because he knew what that was gonna bring. He knew that was gonna be the beginning, the downfall of these people, man.
Just like when you go back to the 60s and 70s when they presented that feminism shit to our people, they knew exactly what they were doing. You know, with Section 8 and all of that, the father having to be out, putting crack in our neighborhoods, the war on drugs, which is really the war on Jake, to put Jake in prisons and build more prisons. They knew exactly what the fuck they was doing. And they know what they're doing now.
Right.
So it says, but I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in YAHAWASHI.
Right. That's it.
Point being beguiled, yeah.
Con. You had it. You were holding a precept. I know you.
Same thing. It's Revelations 3:18. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich, and white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, and anoint thine eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see.
Right. This is truth, man. All right. Well, when you go into Isaiah, when it says about
It's water, dog.
about that garments.
52.
The serpent in the garden, she took
Yeah,
off
52:1.
her spiritual garment, took in his philosophy.
Which caused her to be what? Sin. Caused her to sin. She wasn't supposed to know the way of wickedness. But at the end of the day, the Lord set it up that way. Because the creature is such a vanity. The Lord wants us to go through this part, man. So when we established in the kingdom of heaven under YAHAWASHI and King David, all right, that we may be perfect. Because back in the kingdom, we're never going to go off again. Women are going to be in order. Women are going to be how they're set up to serve their husbands.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like this forever, man.
Then you're going to have multiple women.
Yup.
You ain't just going to have one woman. Which keeps women in check, man. You got another woman basically in competition with you.
Yeah.
You know, it keeps your ass in check. You know? It's going to be a man's world, literally.
Real soon.
Like that song. You know, it's a man's world. It's going to be a man's world, man. Everything's going to be for the benefit of the man. Just like the society is, everything is for the benefit of the woman. The kingdom of heaven is going to benefit the man. And it's going to be like that way for eternity. Oh, yeah? You go with the chariot, man. I love y'all.
Call on YAHAWASHI outside.
Right.
You know how scripture says a woman should compare to man?
That's Jeremiah, I think 32. And Isaiah the 3rd chapter.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to that righteous order, man. Children, woman, man, YAHAWASHI, and Yahweh, man. That's the order, you know?
Got it.
Jeremiah 31:22. How long will he go about, O thou backsliding daughter?
And that's speaking of the whole nation.
Right.
He's speaking to you, Israelite woman.
For the Lord had created a new thing in the earth,
Our new thing.
A woman shall compass a man.
Why is that a new thing? Because in the ancient world, women did not have no authority.
Shit, not even just in the ancient world. You see this. You go back 80 years, 70 years.
Right. Women did not have authority like they have authority now. They didn't have liberty like they had liberty now, man. Okay? It says a woman shall compass a man, and this is the time we live. We're in this time where
This
woman is
shit
compassing
sucks.
a man.
This shit sucks. You gotta have a woman over you at your job,
Yup.
telling you what you need to do. A woman cop.
You know, army.
Right.
And have a fucking woman drill sergeant screaming in your face.
Right, yeah.
You know?
Makes no sense whatsoever, man.
You know? You're supposed to just take that and just listen to the order, man. 'Cause everything's upside down. But the Lord, YAHAWASHI, when he established his kingdom, he's gonna turn everything right side up how it's supposed to be. He's gonna establish order. Let's get that order. 1 Corinthians, 11th chapter.
Go on. 1 Corinthians 11:1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of YAHAWASHI. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you. But I will have you know that the head of every man is YAHAWASHI.
Right, the head of every man is YAHAWASHI, or our Lord, who you people ignorantly call Jesus Christ, and who you ignorantly see as a so-called white man. Go ahead.
And the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is the man. Say that again. The head of the woman is the man. That's in the Bible, man. Why is it so hard to follow? Why is it so hard to keep, man? Because the women are out of order. You do not want to go by the man. You don't want to have a man to rule over you, man. Alright, you want to be the one to rule over that man. You want to be the one to control and have and control over that man, man.
Right.
Run the household. See how far that gets. A lot of jakes that are in prison are raised by single mothers. You know why there's a lot of simps in this world? Because they've been raised by single mothers. If not their mothers, their aunties. If not their aunties, their grandmothers,
They
man.
treat a woman a certain way.
Right.
But what about how a woman's supposed to treat a man?
Right. What about that? That's not taught in this world. You know, a lot of men are not truly appreciated like how or desired like we should be, man. Because everything's upside down.
And the head of YAHAWASHI is the Most High.
Right, Yahawah. Alright? Above YAHAWASHI is Yahawah. Okay, that's the order. Because back then Paul had to say this because the church of Corinth were having women ruling over them, man.
They were in Greece.
Go ahead.
That's just very emasculating as well. You know, having a woman above you.
Hey, but that's the thing called demasculinity.
It's always Jake.
Or toxic masculinity.
How is masculinity toxic?
Yeah, I thought toxic. What's so toxic about that, man? What's supposed to be, man?
They like to put these labels. This word is wicked as hell, man.
Right.
Hey, when you're doing the right thing, they put these labels.
Yeah, man.
When a man has control over his woman and doesn't allow his woman to wear what she wants to wear, doesn't allow his woman to have social media, you know what they call it? They call that a toxic relationship. How's that toxic? That's his wife. He has control over his woman.
Right.
All right.
They'll call you insecure if you care too much. Nah, man. That's your property, man. The
Right.
scriptures say that.
Yeah.
If a man, how does it go? If a man have a wife, he begin for possession, man.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, that's your property, man. Hey, ain't nobody fucking business what you do between you and your woman, man.
Right.
You know?
Scripture says, wives, submit yourselves to your husband.
Right.
Submit, meaning
Under
yield
rule.
the control. Yeah.
Under rule, man.
Give them the control.
They don't want that. You know? I got one. You know that? It's Isaiah 3:9. It says, or 3:12. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Yeah, we love children, Edomites, man. They're the one oppressing us, man. All right, and it says women rule over them.
Yeah.
Which
All right.
goes back to Willie Lynch. He was like, look, destroy the men and let the women raise the kids to be like the women, meaning effeminate.
Yeah. That's why you got a lot of these homosexuals, got a lot of these transgenders out here, man. Yeah.
They're the Jakes, man.
Yeah.
They're Israelites.
Pushed on Israelites, man. You got these women complaining about there's no real men out here. You're raising all these effeminate dudes, man. There ain't no men around to raise the boys. Man, the boys need to be around men and other boys.
Yep.
Yeah, man, that's the most important part of a child's life is the father, not the mother, man. It's the father. That's the most important part in a child's life, whether that's a male or a female. You know, it's all about that father, man. You know.
That's why you have a lot of jakes. They get in gangs. They be like, I was looking for a father figure, and I found it in the streets or in gangs.
Yeah.
So you women, it says all wickedness is but little to a woman. You women are destroying souls, and then you're murdering your own children for no reason. You know? And you think you're innocent compared to a man that's doing mass murder. No, you a murderer.
Right.
Hey, it's gonna shock a lot of you. It shocked me. My sister, when she was in high school, she had this one friend. She had basically like 16 abortions in high school. And I was like, nah, you lying. That's too much.
Damn.
16 abortions.
Everybody busting in that bitch.
No, the fact is she been with the same man. And they just been getting an abortion. Little do you know, every time you get an abortion, you're just murdering, you're murdering that child, man.
There's no way that pussy good, man, after that.
You know, that abortion has to affect your body in some sort of way, man.
Affect your mind too. You know, these bitches act like they so tough and hard. You are not hard. You're not wired that way, man.
Oh, you're a weaker vessel.
You are weak as fuck mentally, man.
You're run by emotions.
You can't walk in a man's shoes for a day, man. Not even a day. You can't last that long, man. You know what type of shit men go through? You know, all you women do is fucking sit around and talk shit, man. And blame people for your shit, man. Try to act like they so goddamn mentally tough. You ain't got no mental fortitude.
Mentally or physically, man.
Yeah, man.
Weak
The
as
Lord
hell, man.
He didn't make you like that. I'm gonna finish this off. It says, "Oh my people, they which lead thee, cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths." And Esau purposely sets up these bozos to influence you, Jakes, man. He don't set up nobody righteous. Of course not. He sets up wicked ass people like Cardi B, Beyonce, all these people for you to idolize and to be influenced by. But here it is, Beyonce, she has a song, Single Ladies, but she has a so-called husband. Although they don't honor their fucking marriage. They're wicked as all hell. They probably take part in orgies and all of that. Point being though, are you women? Like she had a song, Independent Women, Single Ladies. But yeah, she ain't moving like that. That bitch ain't independent or single.
Cardi B, I don't keep it no clean. And it end up doing what
she got a husband, you know?
Right.
Right. I think she has a song called Baby Mama. Something like that. She was giving props to baby mamas. In the video, you had all these women talking about how they're a baby mama, a single mother, and all that shit.
You know, I want to go back to that Queen of Heaven spirit, man.
Yeah.
You know, with the father, like you had so-called Father's Day, right? Nobody give a goddamn about that.
Yep.
They put all these goddamn so-called holidays in June for your ass. But it's all in the shadow of Pride Month. You know? But let Mother's Day go by, boy, oh boy. You gonna hear about that shit. You gonna know when that comes around.
Yeah. Yep.
Let you not say nothing to your I mean, I ain't talking about me. I'm saying, you know, on a worldly scale. Let you not say nothing to your woman
The book of John, chapter 9, verse 44, it says, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do."
No, it was the devil, so-called white people, man. And the Lord was calling YAHAWASHI, he was calling the wicked scribes and Pharisees that ye are the father of the devil, man. Alright, because they were deceiving Jake like they were righteous and they were perfect, but they were wicked themselves.
Go ahead, man.
It says, "Ye are of your father, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in truth." Yeah, just like today, I just wanted to make that up. You know, with you women, killing your children, man. You know, you're just like, your father the devil, man. This the so-called white man.
They act like they're not. They act like they're not murdering, man.
Yeah. They act like it's nothing.
Right.
Just like how Cain, when he killed his brother Abel, he acted like it was nothing. My brothers keep
Lied about it.
You know? Women today, same. Not just women, but all you tribes, man. You got Jake killing each other in these gangs and shit. Act like it's nothing. Oh, he's my enemy. You know, he was in the opposite. He was in the yeah, he was wearing the wrong colors. He was in the wrong gang.
But won't even lift a finger up to the real enemy.
Yeah.
The so-called white man.
Doing the precedence.
You niggas cower down when it comes to the so-called white man. Why don't you have that same energy for the devil, man? That's the one that got your ass in captivity, living in the ghettos. That's the one that turned your woman against you, man. He's the reason why your father ain't in the house. They don't want to deal with that reality, man.
He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he was a liar and the father of it.
Yeah, he's the first liar, the first murderer. Yeah, we got the scriptures expose your ass, Esau. You ain't got nowhere to run. That's why we don't trust your punk ass.
Yep. Never will.
You know? Yep.
That's how they wake up. Murders on their mind and shit. Fucking niggas.
Women are evil, man.
Yeah.
Straight up. And I'm speaking from experience. Women are evil as fuck. You know, men don't move like women move, man.
Women will use a child against you.
Yeah.
You know?
Women will use everything against you, man.
Women will use the raise up a false, will be a false
Very false witness.
yeah, bear false
Oh,
witness
shit.
against you. You had this one Jay, he was about to go into the NFL, and he had this one college girl that he slept with. She accused him of rape, and he spent like 10 years. So she came up and she admitted that she lied about the whole thing.
Come on, man.
And she didn't go to jail.
And and she's still scot-free, man.
That happened in another video. I sent out on the WhatsApp one time, whatchamacallit. It was this one Jake, he was being accused by his wife of raping his own daughters. You know, and the truth came out like 20 years later on the TV show, pretty much, you know, exposing that she was lying.
Yep.
But all this time, like, everybody was, you know, talking shit on his name.
And we'll be here all day if we went down with the woman's wickedness, you know, but let's bring up the scripture. You got a precept?
Yeah, that's right.
Psalms 127:3. Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is a reward.
See, it's a reward, it's a blessing to have a child.
Yeah.
It's a blessing to have children, especially children that look just like you, act like you. You know, it's a blessing. You started a heritage, you started an empire, man, off your seed. And not only that, you bring back your family line, you know? Because let's say your pops died, right? You know, down the line, he gonna come back through your seed. That's why when you go to Sirach 30.
And some of these bitches killing their great-great-grandfathers and shit. Don't even know it.
Well, not their great, because it's the man's seed,
Yeah.
you know? It's not her seed. She ain't got no seed.
Get Sirach 30 and 4.
Fuck the woman, man. The woman ain't important, man.
So the book of Sirach, chapter 30, verse 4, it says, though his father died, yet he is as though he were not dead.
Why? Because a father is supposed to have when he has his son, he's supposed to teach his son, raise up his son, man. Okay, go ahead.
For he hath left one behind him that is like himself.
All right. Ready on that? Let's see. Keep going.
It says, while he lived, and he saw and rejoiced in him, when he had died, he was not sorrowful. All right?
Read verse 6.
It says, he left behind him an avenger against his enemies.
Like, for example, King David. All right, King David gave a list to his son, King Solomon, of people to get, man. You had that, what's that one guy's name? The one that was cursing at King David. It was Benjamin. Right, him. He was on that line, man. Alright, well, right. And in Sodom, he got every single one of them, man. Okay? No. Oh, you read.
It's gonna go back to that too, bro. We're gonna be able to be fruitful and multiply, man. You know, that's a desire I have, man. I'm trying to have children, man. With multiple ones, man.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even enjoy your kids nowadays.
Yeah.
All the payments, it's something payments you're looking.
But the Lord wants you to have children, you're gonna have them.
Yeah.
And then you can do about it.
22.
But our hope is that the Lord will save us and our children, man. That's our hope. The Lord saved Noah and his seeds. The Lord saved Lot and his seeds. It's a lot.
The scripture says that in thy house, things in Acts, in thy house shall be saved. You know, your
Yeah,
wives,
Acts 16.
your wives, and your children, man.
Yep.
You know?
Acts 16, I believe, like 31, 32. That scripture covers it. If you got it out, go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 60.
Acts.
Oh, you guys look, yeah.
Get that one in Acts out. 16 and like 31.
So, Acts chapter 16, and verse 31. It says, verse 31, it says, and they said, believe on the Lord YAHAWASHI, HaMashiach, and thou shalt be saved, and thy house.
Look at that, in thy house, meaning, does that mean that the Lord gonna save your actual house? Nah, man, it's talking about you and your family, man.
Right.
Yeah, your household, man.
Wives, your children.
You know, Lord's will, man, that's our faith. But it said if you believe, read it again.
Yeah. It's Acts 16 and 31. It says, and they said, believe on the Lord YAHAWASHI HaMashiach, and thou shalt be saved and thy house.
Now I got the NLT. It says, they replied, believe in the Lord YAHAWASHI, and you will be saved, along with everyone in your household. You see that? That's our faith, man. You know? That's why we work on our own salvation with fear and trembling, man. You know?
What's the opposite of that? If you don't believe,
Destroy.
right, not just you, your whole household.
What's that?
man.
What's an example of that? Achan.
Right.
You know, Achan got destroyed off of what he did. His whole house got destroyed.
I got a good precept.
Yeah.
It's all-
Oh.
my bad.
No, you got it.
It's on Psalms 91 and 9. It says, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge.
How do you make the Lord your refuge? By believing in him. By doing what he says. By trusting in him. Go ahead.
Even the Most High, thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh to thy dwelling.
Said thy children shall not see hell.
Yep. Yep. Get that scripture
The Lord
out.
loves you and your children.
Yeah.
He gave you your children.
Hey, the scripture says, women shall be saved through childbearing.
That's right, out.
Right? In Job 5, it says that we're going to eat, we're going to be taken care of, man. Not just us, but whoever rides with us in that day, man.
Yeah.
Our wives and our children.
If she
We
rebels
raised-
by your side,
All right.
because you know, if she refused that mark, you know, if she keeps the faith, because hey, your woman gotta have a level of faith too. Her faith might not be as strong as yours. Shit.
And
You
you're gonna
gotta
have
believe.
You're gonna have brothers that their house gonna line up and go what you say. You're gonna have brothers that have families that are gonna, you may have the woman that may dip, take the kids, or she may just dip on her own. You have the kid, man. However it goes, it's all a test. For me, how much shot. Whatever you lose on this side, you're gonna receive 100-fold.
They showed you that on the road. This woman bugged the fuck out, left.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
You know?
So they're gonna rape me. You know what they're gonna do? You know what they're gonna do to the kid? They're gonna rape me. They're gonna eat him. They're gonna kill you. You can't do this. You know? You may have certain birds may have to deal with that, man.
Yeah, just like Lot's wife.
All right.
She looked back. You know?
look back at all the pleasures and all the riches she had that she had inside of her. All right. That's why she turned into a pillar of salt, man.
That's why you gotta keep the Lord first, because you don't know what the fuck the future holds.
Right.
You can't be all up on your woman ass. You know, she ain't gonna do nothing for you, man.
There's a great quote I found. It's like a man and a woman sleep on the same pillow, but their minds are different.
Yeah.
You might sleep on the same pillow, but different minds.
Yeah, men and women live in two different worlds, man.
Got a precept. Proverbs 9 and 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. Man, you can't put all your faith in these women, man. Yeah. You can't put your trust in, you can't be uplifting all these women because they're just simple. They know of nothing. You just gotta focus on what you need to focus on, man.
You can't let a woman lead. That's a lot in today's time. These relationships. Who's the one that's mainly leading? The woman. Making all the decisions. The woman. Have control of the financial. The woman. You know, have the say so. The woman.
Going back to what that brother was saying, man, you know, their minds are stuck on this world, man. You know, and we know that this world is going to be destroyed, man. So truly they know nothing, you know, at the end of the day, man. Nothing that's going to deliver them out of here.
You don't think that you have a righteous woman, man. You know, none of these women out here righteous, you know.
Nah, none. You're not gonna find that in this time. All out of order. You're gonna have women that you still have. You have women that are decent, but that's harder. That's hard to come by nowadays, man.
Yeah.
A lot of these women, like you read in Timothy's, they're turned aside onto Satan, man.
Even the ones that are trying, I'm pretty sure that they'll turn into demons on the husbands. You know?
Why do you think Paul said we're gonna have trouble in the flesh?
Yep.
For the brothers that decide to marry. You're gonna have trouble in the flesh, man, because the reason why we have trouble in the flesh is there's no order between man and woman, man.
They can't even help. They can't even do nothing when Satan hop on their ass.
Right.
They ain't strong enough to fight off them demons, fight off certain thoughts. They go with the thoughts, because they're emotional creatures, man. You know?
Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 30, and it says, "How weak is thine heart, saith the Lord, YAHAWASHI, seeing thou doest all these things, the work of an impudent, imperious, foolish woman, in that thou buildest thy eminent places in the head of every way, and makest thy high place in every street."
You see
Yeah,
that Ezekiel 16?
Yeah,
He's speaking of the nation, ain't it?
Yeah,
Right.
it's comparing us to like a woman.
Right. Or,
What made us whole? What made Israel as a nation as a whole? Worshipping these other idols, worshipping these other gods, man. One thing that one idol that Jake worships is that Queen of Heaven, man, that Virgin Mary.
yeah.
You know, they see that as a god. No, that's an idol. All right, that's an idol that's been a stumbling block for our nation for generations, man.
That's why men ain't correcting these women, because they're too busy. They head up their ass. And
Right.
start
Or
You
worshiping
got
them.
spirit,
They're
man.
too scared. They don't want to start an argument.
Yeah, man, fuck that. They ain't supposed to be tiptoeing around no fucking woman.
Timid.
She's supposed to tiptoe around you.
Right.
The fuck is that, man? Of course you want to keep peace, you know, but hey, when shit gotta be checked, shit gotta be checked, man. You supposed to be the head in that house.
And that's why one thing that Paul wrote to Timothy, no. Yeah, I think it was Timothy. If thou desires to be a bishop, you have to have your house in order.
Have one wife.
Right. Have your house in order. You have to get your house in check, man. Show your house who's boss. Show your family who's boss, man. You're the man. You're the household. You say what goes. You know, you have
Women don't listen though, bro. These women don't fucking listen. They don't listen. It don't matter what the fuck you do. They don't listen. I'm speaking from experience, man. They don't fucking listen.
Sirach 26:14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
Look at that. Well instructed.
Right.
They need to be guided. They need to be instructed on what to do, on how to move, man. Just like Esther, right? Esther wasn't doing everything on her own accord. She was being instructed by Mordecai, man, which was her uncle, which raised her, man. Okay, he was giving her the moves on what to do. Look, do it like this, do this, do this. You know? She was being instructed.
Right.
So a woman needs to be instructed, man. You know? Because she don't have it. You don't have, like, what's that, Job? You don't have no wisdom. You're deprived of wisdom. You ain't, the Lord ain't dealing with no fucking women, man.
Right, that's why it says in Ezekiel 34 and 31, the Lord's flock are men.
That's right.
Men. He don't deal with the women.
That's right.
He deals with men.
Right,
Why you think there ain't no woman up here, man?
Right. Because the woman was created for the man. You know? The woman was created for the man, yo. Straight up.
Hey, how many times you have people come up here asking us, where's the woman? They're at home.
Right.
All right. Why would it be up here? You think they can handle what we doing? You think they can endure being out in the streets for this long?
Hell
in
nah.
season and out of season?
In the heat, in the cold.
Right.
Hell nah.
Dealing with people talking shit to them.
First of all, 7 days out the week, out the month, your ass is unclean. So you couldn't even be diligent if you wanted to.
Yeah. And you can't be in the sanctuary.
Yeah, you got to stay your ass at home anyway. On your fucking rag. So get your weird ass out of here, man. Bunch of weird women, a bunch of weirdos, man. That's why the women are supposed to be, you know, they're on a low level, man. They're not on a high level with men, man. You keep women at the fucking house, man. And then men change around women too, man. You got those type of dudes. You know, try to poke their chest out around women and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Try to put you down in front of women. You know, it's like women bring confusion, man. And the Lord is not the author of confusion. You know?
Yeah, women don't have those leadership qualities, man.
Right.
Man, do. So deep down, she secretly respects that. You know, when you put a woman in her place, you check her. You know? She's not even used to that shit.
Hey, they say that women don't want they don't want to be they don't want to.
They want the power of a man.
Right.
They want the accountability of a child. And they I forget the other part.
They don't want to be submissive to their man, but deep down they do. You know, if you date a feminist, they don't want to submit. They don't want to listen to you. You know, if you tell them they don't want to cook, they don't want to clean, but they want to be submissive when you're during intercourse. You know, they're willing to be submissive because that's what they want.
That's why they don't like so-called good guys.
Right.
They like the assholes, the bad boys, the ones that don't give a fuck about their feelings. You know? And that's the true nature of a man. A man's supposed to be rough. You know, a woman's supposed to be all, you know, soft.
Right.
But now they're trying to be rough. Now they're trying to be aggressive. This shit ain't sexy, man. Fuck out of here, man. But yeah, man.
You gotta, you know, got a piece of it?
Yeah, I can finish this off.
Okay.
15. Sirach 26 and 15. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her content mind cannot be valued. The point is a shamefaced. A woman that has shame. One that, you know, has her head down, her head covered. You know?
Yeah, like Nabal's wife, remember? Abigail. She was humble, you know? She saved his life. You know, that's the type of woman you want right there.
Right.
Helpmate.
Helpmate, man.
Hey,
Somebody that wants to serve you, man.
Yeah. Silence. Love
Yeah.
the woman, man.
You know, someone that's nurturing, someone that can raise up children.
you're not gonna find that here in America,
Nah,
sadly.
man.
You're not gonna find that type of woman here in America.
These women are demons.
These women are not even women. You call them bitches because that's what they are.
Yeah.
They call themselves that anyway. You know, you hang around a woman you hang around a group of women. You hear what they say to each other. They call themselves their bitches and all that, man.
You know?
But when you say they got a problem, you know,
I don't give a fuck, man. I tell my woman, you don't want me to call you a bitch, stop being a bitch. Straight up. You don't want to be called a bitch, stop being a bitch. Shit. That's why this shit, hey, get Isaiah 32, man. You know, because when the lights go out, when the famine hit, you know, which we real close to that. They talk about what, 8 weeks of diesel, you know, which probably a month left of diesel. You know, inflation really, hyperinflation gonna hit. Right now we seeing inflation, but we gonna see hyperinflation. You know, overnight. Then we gonna see how you women wanna. We gonna see how you look then, man. You know.
Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease.
Oh, wait, get second chapter, second verse.
Isaiah 32 and 2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind.
What does the wind represent? The destruction that's coming, man. You know, hyperinflation, anarchy. You know, when anarchy arises, what do you think is gonna happen?
When you gonna hear these women screaming?
No more 911. When the system falls, that's it, man. That's all it needs. The system to fall. No internet, no power.
So you already have over there in Michigan. You already have cops not reporting certain emergency calls. Shit, over there you call the cops 911. They ain't coming out to that shit.
And I think this is Philadelphia, Philly, or New York. You had this one Jay walking amongst women. He's just like beating the shit out of them.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
And they were screaming for help, for help, for help. He bounced, but then another guy came. You ain't gonna have that shit in that day, man.
They couldn't go toe to toe with that nigga.
Nah.
You know, when you feel that real man strength, you humble your ass down.
Yup. And
You know you can't. Just like a beast. You trying to get away. You can't go toe to toe with a beast.
The first thing you hear,
If she threw a sweater at it, like
Yeah, it was 3 versus 1. He knocked down one, he got the other one.
Easy work though.
Easy work, man.
He ain't even gotta really be precise with his hits. All you gotta do is make contact. It could be right here. The bitch, he hit a bitch with his forearm. She out. Fuck out of here, man. A lot of bitches never been hit in their life.
Nah.
A lot of you women never been hit in your fucking life.
you always hear in the middle of a fight a woman screaming and shit, like somebody died.
Yeah. That's all they can do. I hope that somebody come and save their ass. But guess what? When the Lord bring it to you, ain't nobody coming to save your punk ass.
Yeah, no one. Hey, because all the men are going to die in the streets. Like it says in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, man. All you men are going to be shipped out to the war, man. All right? Ain't going to be no one here to protect you. You're going to be looking for protection. That's why, read that again.
And it says, and a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind.
Don't come to me. I ain't fucking with none of you hoes.
Yeah,
Fuck you all.
What man is that talking about?
Men of the Lord.
Men of the Lord. Men who in that day are discovered to be the chosen elect of YAHAWASHI, man.
Right.
Those type of men.
Just like that woman on the book of Eli, she had to hide behind Eli, man. She was following him. He's like, man, basically leave me the fuck alone. She kept following him, man.
Bushwick, man. Isn't that
Or
show?
Bushwick, or The Purge, Anarchy.
They were begging. When there was trouble in the streets, who do women go to? They go to the men. Why? Because they knew the men could protect them, man. So in that day, I'd like to see independent women, pro-choice women, that women that say you don't need a man. I like you to keep that same energy. Remember,
They're
keep
gonna be
that same
forced to.
energy.
You're gonna be forced to.
All right? Because what does the scripture say? Every word that thou speakest, or thou shalt be condemned, man.
Right, because the Lord's putting a different spirit on men in these last days. You know, you got the MGTOW movement. You know, men are waking up. You know, to the bullshit that you women have been on.
Right.
You know, to the abuse that you women have and the trauma that you've caused over the years, man.
Yeah.
They waking up to it.
A lot of dudes are waking up to it. A lot of dudes are
Right.
traveling to their countries now, deal with women over there.
Yeah, they're going to Colombia.
Yeah.
You know, Brazil.
Damn.
Dominican Republic.
Dominican
Oh, yeah,
Republic,
yeah,
man.
yeah. It's on over there.
They saying fuck the American woman. American woman, stay away from me. You know,
Yes.
fuck you women, man.
This Bible TikTok video about a mixer that all these black women went at. And only people that showed up were other women. No men showed up to the mixer, man.
Right.
So yeah, men are waking up. Men are getting it's women there, man.
Right,
Y'all getting
because
left out there.
All you saw was a fucking nigga woman, man.
Right.
Nobody want no nigga woman. Nobody want no loudmouth, aggressive ass woman, man. You know?
That's right. When the society collapses, you know, that police force is going to collapse. You know, the hospital is going to collapse, all that. So yeah, you're going to need a man to protect you in that day.
Yeah,
A lot of you women don't have no men out here, man.
Single mothers. Single. And you choose to be that way. All right? You choose to be single. But in that day, you're gonna wish you're gonna have a man, and you're gonna find a man, and he's gonna decide. That's when he's gonna pick and choose.
Yeah.
Because in this time, women get to pick and choose who they want to be with, man. You know? They get to pick and choose. You know, you go on these dating apps, it's like you're going on a fucking job interview.
Fuck them dating.
You know? These bitches are just asking you all these questions. And the same questions they're asking a bunch of other niggas.
Not even just the questions. They already stating on their shit. You gotta be this tall, you gotta be this, you gotta be that, you can't have no children, all of this shit.
Yeah.
But let men do that. You can't be fat, you can't, you know, you gotta
one body count.
You want, you know, let men do that, man. That man ain't gonna get no love, man.
Nope.
Which them things is rigged anyway, man.
Yeah.
They already set up for women to win on that shit, man.
Yup.
But I advise brothers stay off the dating apps, man.
Stay off that social media altogether,
Yeah.
man. These bitches got like hundreds of dudes in their DMs, in their inboxes. It's like,
Comment boards and all that shit.
And that's just one social media.
and if they look good, you know they got celebrities all up in there, man.
Oh, hell yeah. That's all it takes for a woman, for the world to open up to a woman. All she gotta do is have a beautiful face and a nice body.
Yeah.
Which don't take much for an Israelite woman. Especially if you got hair. You know? The whole world open up to your ass.
Yeah.
You be on a yacht in the fucking middle of the ocean somewhere just because you're a pretty bitch.
$0 and shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, get flued out.
See, these women go to bars, they don't have to spend no money.
Nah, they get guys to buy them drinks.
You know?
Yeah.
You get a free ride pretty much. It's a whole life.
Yeah, you get an easy job. You get a good job just like that because you're pretty.
Yeah, because the boss wanna hit you, man.
Yeah.
Jump to that knife first, huh?
Oh, he didn't finish the second one? Finish the second one?
And it says, a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest. Now, the etymology in blue letter says to shelter something of a woman. That's what it says, a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock.
Like I said, in that day, we get to pick and choose.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna pick and choose off our lust, off your beauty. It's gonna be based off the spirit, man.
Yeah.
You know, because there are gonna be women that are gonna be saved in those days. Don't think that in that Isaiah 4:1, yeah, I'm gonna get this chick, I'm gonna get that chick. I'm gonna get man.
I don't want
You know,
fucking women, man. I'm good.
you know.
That's if a brother has a spirit on you to take you in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
I
good.
think brothers that are fed up, man.
Women are demons.
Yeah, you can have brothers that don't. You can have brothers that do.
Yep.
You can have, you know, and it's all gonna be led by the spirit of YAHAWASHI, whether we're gonna choose it or not, because the spirit's gonna zone in on you, man.
Yep.
We gonna know. You know, because these women not gonna want you out of love because they want you. They didn't want you before when all hell was normal, man. Don't be surprised when bitches that you went up to denied you. That day comes, they come up to you asking for help.
Yep.
Nah, you had
gonna
your
get
chance.
denied.
Yeah, you women got to learn the game.
Denied.
You had your chance.
Yep.
Hey, remember you denied me when I was trying to spit game on you. Now that
Good.
roles switch, nah,
Yeah,
nah,
good.
sweetheart.
You gotta make me laugh, bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, brothers might be on the spirit of YAHAWASHI. Like, you got 7 husbands.
You got 40 bodies on you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
good.
enjoy sex with you.
still got a man,
Nah, I'm good. You know?
Scripture also said, godly woman is given to a man that fear Yahweh.
Yeah, I'll probably take a woman that never had nobody, you know. If the spirit, bless me to, I'll probably take a woman that's a virgin, That's about it.
A lot of brothers just gonna wait till YAHAWASHI comes back and get those real virgins, man. They get beamed up. There are gonna be some women that are gonna get beamed up,
Yep, be some beautiful women in South America, man.
Yo,
Colombia.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, the whole world, the continent, bro. The whole thing, bro. They're all beautiful.
I was on YouTube watching this guy in Armenia picking up chicks. God damn, that's Armenia? Damn.
Oh, yeah, them Armenian. A lot of them are Jakes, though.
Yeah. Get
Man,
that.
they got nice bodies, man.
Let's get down to 9.
That draft is coming from you better hope you on point. You can cook, clean, sew, do something. Alright? That draft is coming.
Hey, because in that day,
Hard for you to get with a man of the Lord.
water for saying that, because in that day, you gotta be more like what's that word? No, you seen that one, the new movie on Amazon about the economic collapse? This Jake went into the Edomite family. You know that name of that movie? Y'all seen it?
No, I have not seen it.
It recently came out.
Amazon Prime, huh?
Yeah. But anyway, this Edomite's like, you're just a liability. What can you do for me? What can you do for me? Well, that's how we're gonna be in that day, man. What can you do for me? How can you provide for me in these days? What can you help with, man? It's more than just your looks. It's more than just what's in between your box. I got 5 other of them, you know?
Vagina ain't nothing in you goddamn way.
Right.
I mean, yeah, you know, it's cool, but
After you smash like the 3rd time, you're thinking about some other bitch.
I mean, when it all goes down, you ain't gonna be thinking about no pussy, man.
Nah. It's gonna be
Too intense.
Yep. You think about survival, man.
Yeah, man.
Box is gonna be the last thing on your mind. Because think about it, what puts box in your mind? What makes you think of sex?
Being deprived, having
That
society,
but look, with the way women are, the way
Yeah.
women dress,
hypersexualized society.
right? These social media accounts, going to the gym, all that shit's gonna be done away with in that day.
Oh, they busting it wide open in the gym.
You know?
God damn, they don't even wear underwear in the gym.
You said
The gym goes back to back.
Yep.
You said that word hypersexualized, man. That was in that scripture, man. Lewdness is the mother of all babble, man. That's why all this is coming, man. Because all this wicked shit that's going on right now.
That's right, man. So in that day, all that shit gonna be done away with. Okay? Let's get down to 9.
Verse 9, Isaiah 32. Rise up, ye women that are at ease.
Right, you women are easier, like we were going to earlier. It's easy for you to get jobs. It's easier for you to live. It's easier to get rich. It's easier for you to go on vacations and all that, man. You know, because if you're pretty, you're at ease, man. It's easy for you to get benefits from the government. You know, this is your world, man. It's created for you. That's why you go to the malls. Everything's catered to the woman. You
They
know,
even got fat mannequins.
Yeah.
Like, God damn.
You got a term called body shaming. What the fuck is
Yeah,
that?
man.
You know?
But they'll body shame a man, though.
body, call it body
Positivity. Yeah,
body
yeah.
positivity.
Got
But they don't want no fat man, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't want to call fat.
With no short guys.
Short guy. They don't want average guys.
Man, I'm glad I ain't short, man. It's cold. It's already hard, you know? To be short, goddamn. Fuck.
That's where the personality kicks in.
I'm glad I reached that six, you know? Shit. That's one thing I beat. I ain't gotta worry about that.
Yeah, man. Shit.
Read it again, huh?
It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech.
Right, women are careless. The society has made you complacent. You know, you live in a life of comfort.
Yeah.
You know, you're at ease, but that's gonna make that transition that much harder for you. Okay, when the society collapses, it's gonna be harder on you women because you're at the ease the most. And that's all nations, man. You know, from the Edomite woman all the way down to the goddamn nigger woman. You know, you're gonna feel it the hardest. Because we always say you can't even fight off a man. You can't even fight off a man. You're through.
Some teenagers.
Oh, for sure. They're men. They're men. You know, a 50-year-old man is a man. He has the strength of a man.
Hey, it shows you in that day a lot of men are gonna have the way with you. Not, and you know, you have millions of men here in America that have been done wrong by a woman, man.
Remember that dude that was like, today is the day.
Yep. You're gonna have lots.
Remember that? He lost his fucking mark. He got tired of this shit, man. Going to court and having to deal with all this shit. All because of your fucking bitterness, man. Your emotions. And you got millions of men like that, man. Ready to lose it, man. So when the lights go out, oh, it's on. It's on, man. Go ahead, Doc.
And
that
it says,
shit gonna be sweet to the men of the Lord, man. That shit gonna be sweet, man.
Yeah. You get the last laugh now.
You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be like a gift.
Yeah.
You know, seeing the destruction of this place, seeing you people in turmoil, man.
And when the Lord said He will laugh at your calamities, how you think He's gonna laugh? Using us.
That's right.
Who is men, man?
Scripture said we're gonna rejoice, we're gonna be merry and have abundance. You know? The men of the Lord is the one you want to be with, man. But shit, even our wives don't value us, man. Straight up.
They will soon.
Yeah.
When it's made, when it's known that you are a chosen one from above. All right. Go ahead.
It says, many days and years shall he be troubled, the careless woman.
All right, you careless woman. Go ahead.
That trouble is kicking in.
Right.
That trouble, you bitches are barely getting by.
Break it down.
Now you having to sell your pussy. You know?
That OnlyFans. I mean, people I know,
yeah.
wow, like for real, like times are hard.
Yeah, that's
It's only
what-
$10. I don't want to
But
see
once
that.
that internet go off, once that internet get cut out, the lights go out, you know, money ain't gonna be important, man.
For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
Yeah, all them goodies you've been getting.
EBT,
You know? All that shit.
Section 8.
Let's see, I guess 2nd Ezra 16. And 33. And read all the way down to 48.
The reason it's coming out, the Lord is very angry with women, man. He's very angry.
Yeah, because they're going to receive the worst, like what was saying, man. You know, they're living in comfort and security right now. When all shit, you know, when all shit hits the fan, man, they're going to receive the worst. All right, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 33. It says, "The virgin shall mourn and have no bridegrooms. The woman shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughter shall mourn, having no helpers." It says,
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Why these women are gonna mourn real soon.
verse 34, "In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine."
Right, the husbands shall perish, famine. In the wars, their husbands they're gonna die. You're gonna have men that are gonna be drafted into this upcoming World War III, man. There's gonna be few men left. That's why you get Isaiah. Can you get Isaiah 13, where it says that a man shall be more precious.
Yeah. Isaiah 13 and 12. "And I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir."
And that mainly is talking about men of the Lord, man. Because in that day is going to be known who the Lord's chosen.
Yeah.
Alright? Because those are going to have abundance. Those are going to be protected. Those are going to be looking well fed. Alright? These women are going to be able to look at you and be able to tell something up with this man. He's not skinny. He's not starving like everyone else. He's clean. He looks well fed. They're going to know, man. They're going to know in that day. Okay? Read that one more time.
We gonna
He's
be
not
like,
in trouble, he's not
Right.
panicking.
Yeah,
He
yep.
has stability in his mind.
He's not losing his wits.
Right.
You know? Because what the scriptures say, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of our times, man. When these things come, when these things happen, the men of the Lord, we already know what time it is, man. We already know what the deal is, man. We're not gonna be like these men that wanna act tough out here, man. That think they're tough. Alright? Because they're gonna cry bitterly in the days to come, man. Alright? But us that put our trust and faith in YAHAWASHI, we're gonna have firmness of the mind, man. We're gonna be immovable when the storm comes. You know the storm's coming, man. We've been watching the weather, man. Okay? And in that day, that's when Isaiah 4:1 is gonna take place. You have women that gonna know just based off the look how we're dealing with the situation, man. They're gonna be looking for you for protection, for you to provide for them, man.
I talked to a girl in the gym, and she said the same thing. She was like, "Oh, when I went to hiking with my man was so weak that I thought that we both was gonna get eaten by a mountain lion."
oh,
So it says, like, even then they judging the situation right now as they see now the man is soft.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Walking in the high stature.
Yep.
the woman forgot how valuable a man is. Really forgot how a man's protection. Because they've been comfortable with money and things, substance.
Being on top.
Go back.
Back in 2nd Ezra 15 and 33. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The woman shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Hear now these things, and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Behold, the words of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plague draws nigh, and are not slack. As when a woman with child is in the 9th month, bringing forth her son with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb.
Right, and America's going through that great pains right now, man.
Yeah.
And each contraction that a woman feels represent the pain that America's going through, man. It gets worse and worse. So you people thinking that the inflation is gonna go down, things are gonna go back to normal, gas and food prices are gonna go down, the feds will get everything solved. You're terribly mistaken, man. All right, it's just gonna get worse. It's gonna feel that pain until that baby comes, until that destruction comes, man. All right, and when this destruction comes, you're not gonna be able to escape it, man. If you're not of the elect, man. If you're of the elect, that's the only way you're gonna escape it. All right, go ahead.
It says, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment.
Yeah, when all hell breaks loose, it's not gonna slack, man. When the society falls, it's not gonna slack. It's gonna come hard. And a lot of people is gonna catch you as a thief in the night, man.
Yeah.
Alright? It's gonna come unexpectedly.
It's gonna be painful too.
Alright? Go ahead.
Yeah, it speaks about how wrath and destruction, come at them in their security, man. In Sirach, the 5th chapter. It's when you're least expecting it, like the brother said. It says, even verse 39, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. 40, oh my people.
See, on every side. That backs up Amos 5, where you're gonna try to escape, but you're just gonna run into another problem, man, because it'll come on every side and surround you. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, it speaks about it being a day like no other, man. That time frame, it's gonna be bad, man. You're gonna have to face famine, sword, all these different spirits out here, man. You're gonna have to deal with a whole lot of shit, like the brother saying.
And words can't actually explain how bad it really is.
No.
We're all about to experience it. We're all gonna witness how bad it really is. We're gonna witness these prophecies come to fruition. And we're witnessing right now, but the prophecy we're speaking of is Jacob's trouble, man. Famine. When Prophet Jonah, when he was prophesying how Nineveh was going to be destroyed in 40 days, he went up a mountaintop and was expecting to see Nineveh destroyed. He wanted to witness this destruction. Yeah. Just like us, we're prophesying that America's going to be destroyed, and how all these things like famine, the total collapse, the mandatory implementation of the Karabma, Revelation 13 and 16, the RFID chip, man, nuclear destruction. We're expecting these things to come. We want to witness these things happen here, man, because we know in order for the Lord to return to save us and to establish His kingdom here on earth, these things must come.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, oh my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle.
Right, when it says people, it's not referring to everyone. All nations, is referring to these people. All right, mainly the elect of these people. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, man. All right, because those are the ones that are going to be ready for the battle. The ones that are going to be saved. The ones that are going to make it from the destruction that's coming, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, oh my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle. And that those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
Be even as pilgrims upon the earth. What is a pilgrim? Someone that a traveler.
Constantly.
Place to place, man. Alright, and that's what we gotta be. We gotta have that pilgrim's mindset, man. We gotta be ready to lose our life. Lose the comfortability of taking showers every day, of cooking every day, man. Alright? Lose our comfortability of sleeping on the bed. Alright, we gotta be ready to move. And we can't be afraid, because the Spirit of the Lord He's gonna be our guide. He's gonna be our comfort. Like when we continue reading, and the Spirit allows all the way down to the 70th.
I was just gonna add, like, when YAHAWASHI was down here, he was constantly.
Right. He said, fox have holes, or birds have nests, but the Son of Man not have a place to lay his head, man.
Yeah.
All right. He not have a place to lay his head. He had to go and travel, man. So we gotta have that same spirit. We gotta be as pilgrims, because when this shit pops off, when our hell breaks loose, we're not gonna be in our house witnessing Jacob's trouble, man. We're not gonna be in our house looking outside our window, witnessing people starving. You know, we're gonna witness death. Nah, we're gonna be out and about, man, traveling, man. Like the movie The Book of Eli, the movie The Road. They're always traveling from place to place. All right, and
the lake. Wait, no, through the lake.
Yeah, the lake too. They couldn't stay in their house. World War Z. What's that one guy? Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
He said that one thing that he says, movement is life.
Yeah.
All right, and that's true. Movement is life. So all you doomsday preppers that think that you could just go out in the woods and just stay in one place, nah, man. You're always gonna have people that are gonna stumble upon what you have, man. All right, and they're gonna try to take you to what you have, man. It says in the scriptures that men are gonna, they're gonna be men. Oh, skip down to read 32. I think 32.
It's back at 32. It says, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel through. Now, they're through.
Oh
They
yeah.
show you on election.
Yeah.
How the weeds and all that shit growing everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, this place look how it looks because you got gardeners and landscapers, you know, which is our people. You know, but when all that shit stops, you know, you gonna have more animals out.
Oh, we start from 27. Yeah, and then 27 and 32.
Okay. It says, Second Ezra 16 and 27. It says, so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice.
And this goes to show you how much death is gonna take place out here real soon, man. There's gonna be a lot of death. A lot of people are gonna drop dead. Right now it's empty. Right now it's full packed. You see people driving by, people eating Chipotle across the street, people riding skateboards, people walking like they got no purpose. All that's about to come to a knot, man. So real soon the streets are gonna be empty, just like Christmas Day. You know? You know, on Christmas we're out here. Literally, on Christmas no one was out here, man. It was empty. It was literally empty. You could hear a goddamn a penny drop, man. You know, you had a few cars drive by and that, but other than that, it was completely empty. Just imagine all that empty with trees and weeds coming out the streets and all that, man. But look at them cracks, right? Look at the cracks in the street. You see the weeds already coming out. What's keeping that afloat? What's keeping that down? The cars that are passing by. But when these cars start coming by, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to grow, eventually grow where you want to be able to recognize these streets that you're on. Go on.
It's 28. It says, for a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick roads and in the clefts of the rocks.
Yeah, you're going to have people go in the mountains, man, thinking that they're going to survive doomsday. No, they're going to end up starving out there, man. If the Lord's not with them, you know, go ahead.
It says, verse 29, as in an orchard of olives, upon every tree there are left 3 or 4 olives. Whereas when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek the vineyard. It says, even so in those days shall there be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword.
Yeah, that's the point, man. That's why you can't just stay in one spot, thinking that you could just you're gonna endure Jacob's trouble just staying at your house or at one spot. Nah, man, you gotta constantly move because there's gonna be people with the sword searching for goods, man. For the lack of bread, for the lack of supplies, they're gonna be searching.
Yeah.
All right.
You got the definition for that word pilgrim. It's pilgrim. It's a view. It says one who comes from a foreign country into a city or land to reside there by the side of the native stranger, sojourning in a place, a foreigner. But this is the one in the New Testament, Leviticus, in reference to heaven as the native country. Okay, one who sojourns on earth.
Right, I was going to say, walk not by sight, but by faith. You know, I mean, really, in that day, you don't know what you're going to do, you know? The Lord might have you sit for a while, or, you know, you don't know. You know, so
You gotta know that whatever you do is gonna be guided by the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI.
right, because we're going to be praying, man.
Right.
We're going to be praying the Lord to guide our steps,
Some
to
of,
direct our steps.
some of us are gonna be out here. Some of us are gonna be in camps, locked up. You know, we all got different trials and tribulations that we gotta suffer alone.
Right, the
That
Lord,
we have to get through alone.
the Lord can send an angel to you, and you could be on a 7-day journey with an angel. You know, you don't know, man. You know, so
Yeah, and this is not something to worry about, to be
Yeah.
in fear of. It's like, what am I gonna do? Should I start prepping? Should I start? Nah, man, just trust in YAHAWASHI.
that's right. That's
Know
what
that
it
He's
is.
your guide.
That's all it comes down to.
Can't trust in ourselves. Like you see these people, these doomsday preppers that trust in themselves. They're so boast, so proudly of their possessions and how they're preparing that they're so stupid enough to show it on TV. Oh, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to my house. I'm gonna go to this. You know? Nah, man.
And that's why I say too to give diligence, man, to make your calling and election sure. Man. You stay in His Word, you're gonna be okay. All right, because the Lord already got it set up for the ones He's going to destroy and the ones He's going to deliver, man.
Right.
Right, the chariot could be guiding you.
Yeah.
Ain't-
Hey, you gotta expect miracles now.
Yeah.
That's okay. And don't put the Most High YAHAWASHI in a box, man. Okay, because His arms, like they say, are not too short to save, man. The Lord can save you out of any situation, man. I don't care how glim and how bleak it is. You know what I'm saying? How you at your last moment where you think you're about to get put to death, the Lord can save you in that moment, man.
Lord put you in that situation. A lot of
Exactly.
times it's a test to see what you're gonna do.
Right.
You know?
Hey, just like the Kingsman. Remember the Kingsman?
Oh, yeah.
With the train tracks, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was gonna take it. He didn't give a flip. He was like, hey, is this how I gotta go? I gotta go like that.
Accepted it, yeah.
Right. He accepted it. You know? And that's what we have to do. We have to accept the Lord already got a plan for us, man.
The scripture says, is anything impossible for YAHAWASHI?
Right.
I don't know.
I got a quick precept of the scripture you just quoted to give diligence and quote,
Right.
to make your election sure. So 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 7. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed.
Right.
So like the brother was going into, man, you know, that starts, you know, with your faith and your belief, man, and doing what is necessary to get saved out of here, man. All that you can for YAHAWASHI. So 2 Ezra chapter 6. It says, oh my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose.
Yeah. Buy merchandise, you're not gonna be able to enjoy that merchandise. You sell merchandise, and you're not gonna be able to make any profit, man. Alright, because all hell's gonna break loose. Okay? All society's about to collapse, man. And you're gonna have people that are gonna try to protect their businesses. They showed that movie Purge. I think it was the third one. You had that one Jake, he was trying to protect his liquor store. All that's gonna be vain in that day, man.
Yeah.
Okay? Go on.
Yes. It says, we were at 42. It says, he that occupieth merchandise as he that hath no profit by it, and he that built it as he shall not dwell therein.
Yeah, you got Jake right now, they're trying to buy lands and build homes and expecting to enjoy their works, but they're not, man. Because they're the Lord's gonna catch them as a thief in the night. They think that they got everything under control, they think they're in peace and safety, but that's when that society's gonna fall. And I gotta find out one movie, man. I'm crying, I just quoted. Yeah, Jake, he was clueless to what's going on. You had Esau, he was all prepared and all that, had his family in the bunker, but Jake was just fucking clueless, man. had no idea what the fuck was happening, thinking that even though there's anarchy in the streets, people are dying. He thought that shit was gonna go back to normal.
Yeah.
You know?
You had that one chick in Bushwick, her sister and shit. She was over there. She was in her apartment getting high and shit. She was like, oh, I thought those were Call of Duty shots or something. Yeah, clueless the whole time.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of people that are fucking clueless, man. You know? A lot of people that are clueless. Like that one video. Remember that one video you posted? This dude was in Atlanta. They were talking about Jake telling him Jake about the FEMA coffins, and Jake was just fucking clueless, man. What? That's real? You Jakes are clueless, man. You have no idea what's getting ready to happen. Okay? Just lost in the sauce.
That's what's gonna make it that much more sweet to the Most High, YAHAWASHI, man. Because he blinded them to this, man, so to catch them like a thief in the night. He want them to be caught off guard like that, man. Okay, because the Lord stretched out his hand, no man regarded. They ain't regarded. They shrugged the shoulder. Okay, they said that we was out here in dresses, you know. So the Lord is going to avenge, you know, all that pride, man. Okay, because that's nothing but pride, man. You refuse to come back to order. Okay, our whole existence is about order, man. Okay, the law, statutes, and commandments. Oh, that's order. Okay, and that's what the Lord is going to instill in us on the inside, but it starts over here. It starts on this side.
Right. That movie's American Refugee on Amazon Prime.
American Refugee, yeah.
That's what it's called. Yeah. Jake was just clueless in that movie. You know, his sister-in-law was fucking lost. You know, you just watch it. I ain't trying to spoil it. But anyway, go back to the where we left off.
It's verse 43. It says, he that occupieth merchandise has he that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth, he shall not dwell therein. Alright? It says, he that soweth as if it should not reap, so also that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. It says, they that marry as they that shall not get no children, and they that marry not as the widowers.
Yeah, you got people right now that are still marrying, like it says in Matthew 24. In the days of Noah, people are you get that word?
And giving in marriage.
Yeah, Matthew 24. I think it's 36.
And that's that season too.
Yeah. Summertime, man.
June is the wedding month.
Got it? Right?
Matthew 24 and 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man. No, not the angels of heaven, but the Father only.
So if someone asks us, when is this happening? What can you give us a date? Can you give us a year? No, we can't. Because we don't know. We know that we're very close based off what's going on around the world right now. We know that it can happen at any moment. It can happen tomorrow. All right, you gotta understand, all it takes is for one major thing to happen here for all hell to break loose, for all society to fall, man. All right? So we can't give you a time. This is why we're telling you, don't tarry. Don't make no terror to turn to the Lord. All right? Because you got Jay that come up here asking questions. Oh, I'll be all right next week. Well, you don't know if you got to next week. You know? This is why you're supposed to return to the Lord now. All right? And get right now. Go ahead.
So we're talking about the good man of the house had watched, he wouldn't suffer his house.
That's that same chapter.
Say up.
And it says, but as the days of Noah were, Noe, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving into marriage.
And that's what they're doing before the flood, and this is what they're doing now. All right, they're giving marriage. They're in that. I want to start a family. I want to build. I want to find love. I want to start my career. I want to have fun. I want to do this. I want to do that. All that's gonna be interrupted when all hell breaks loose, man. When the Lord brings judgment on this place, man. Because remember that day is gonna come as a thief in the night. All right, he's gonna catch those that are not watching, those that think that everything's good, those that think that things are gonna get back to normal. He's gonna catch us a thief in the night, man. Go ahead.
It says, marrying and giving into marriage until the day that Noe entered into the ark.
Right, until the flood came. They don't want to listen to Noah until the flood came. Alright? Just like they don't want to listen to us until when the flood came. So just like back then, they ran into the ark. Alright, and the Lord sealed it shut for them so they couldn't get in, and Noah couldn't open the door for them.
The mercy was up.
Right. It's gonna be like this time, man. You Jakes, when all hell breaks loose, you're gonna be looking for the answers. You're gonna be looking for the prophets. That's when you women are gonna be looking to submit yourselves. That's when you Jakes are gonna be willing to listen and get yourself right. But it's gonna be too late, man. Alright? It says in 2 Ezra 9, you had the repentance was open unto them, but they despised it. Roughly paraphrasing that scripture, man. Alright? The door of repentance is open unto you, but you despised it, man. You Jakes scoff. Nah, man, America's not gonna be destroyed by nuclear missiles. You're crazy.
You gotta get to the bag, man.
Yeah, I gotta get some bitches, man.
Nah, you gotta get to the Lord.
I gotta go chase my life, man. Nah, man, all that's not what's gonna save you in that day, man.
Bro, I remember this one Jake, he put a video up about him marrying a woman, and then all of a sudden, the nuclear blast took them all out.
Days are going.
Destruction is going to come as a surprise to everybody.
Yep.
I got it myself. It's RAWCHAA 18:27. Wise man will fear in everything, and in the day of sinning he will beware of offense, but a fool will not observe time.
Right, a wise man, because a wise man will hear these words, will hear the Lord's words coming from the prophets, and that will put fear. What? America's going to be destroyed? What? The economy's going to collapse? And it's not like we're crazy. It's happening. All right, going through inflation. After inflation, it's going to turn into hyperinflation.
Yeah, it won't look crazy no more.
All right. So a wise man will fear and try to do the right thing to be saved. Get him and his house in order. If he can't get his house in order, he worry about himself, man. You know.
He'll take heed, and he will come for the instruction in order to find out how to get saved out of it, man. This is the instruction right here. Okay, the Lord is giving it to you, man, on a silver platter. Okay, but you looking at it like, all that y'all just talking. You know, just because things don't happen. What it say? Because sentence against an evil work isn't executed speedily. It is in the heart of men to what? To do wickedly, paraphrasing, to do the evil.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
just because the Most High isn't judging you right now, the Lord is merciful, and He has grace. This is the grace period that the Lord is giving you in order to get right. Okay, you're not going to have an excuse to say that you wasn't given grace. You didn't have time to know. I didn't know. Yes, you did know.
No cloak for your sin.
No cloak for your sin.
They said the fool in our present time. You know, people are a bunch of fools. They're not understanding that they're living in the end time, man.
Mm-hmm.
You're living in the time where the Lord bringing judgment upon the earth. You're living in the time where the Lord coming back.
He says, this gospel shall be preached
At the four corners of the
four
earth.
corners of the earth. So nobody's going to miss not hearing the truth.
Yeah, he said, I will make known my words unto you. Yep. Yeah, shit. How many cars driving by us, man? You know, it was in downtown for how many years, man?
Thousands.
Hollywood.
You know, how many people see us on the internet? Different platforms, you know? So come on, man. That nobody can say they ain't heard this, man. Especially you people in New York, man. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you Jakes in New York. You grew up with this, man. You grew up seeing this.
Yeah.
You gotta be a goddamn idiot. You gotta be an idiot if you living in New York and you ignoring the word, man.
It's Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 30. It says, "Also thou, son of man, the children of also thou, son of man, the children of thy people are still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, Come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord."
Yeah, like, oh man, you can't guess who I ran into. I saw guys wearing garments, you know, talking about America being destroyed. These guys are crazy, you know. I saw guys. I think they're a black movement. I don't know. I saw some Latinos. I didn't know what's going on. I didn't bother stopping by and hearing what they got to say, because I think they're crazy. They're nuts. I saw signs of missiles and saying America's destruction and the white man is the devil and God is black. You know, that's what you Jakes do, man, when you see us, man. You scoff and mock. Go ahead.
Hey, but even Esau showed in his movies.
Yeah.
You know, at the end time is always some so-called crazy mugs out there talking about the end is here. The end is here. The end is come. Repent. Okay?
Yup. And it always turns out what? The crazy ones turn out to be right. Always.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, like Sarah Connor, they put her in the crazy house.
Yeah. So 31. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
Yeah, Mom, hey, honey, I learned I was an Israelite today. You know, God shows the people. You know? Go ahead.
They don't stop when they
Right. They say we can't eat shrimp and catfish and all. I was with them until they said that.
It says, they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but in their heart goeth after their covetousness.
Right, they go after their desires. Like the light's been shown onto them, but they refuse to come into the light because their deeds are evil. They go after what they're coveting for, man. Go ahead.
It says, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song, one that has a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument.
Yeah, because they hear that they're God's people. And that comforts some of them, man.
The truth, yeah.
You know, hearing the scriptures, you know, and them breaking down, you know, the prophets breaking down the scriptures the right way.
Who we are as a people.
You know, that comforts them. But go ahead.
It says, one has a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them.
Yeah, because we break down to Jake who they are and who their God is, what the true name of the Heavenly Father and His Son is, Yahawah, the Father, YAHAWASHI being the Son. We break down His name, we break down what He's getting ready to do to this place.
To get right, yeah.
Alright? And they agree, but at the same time they don't. At the same time they may, yeah, I believe that, yeah, but they go on doing their wickedness. You know, we teach them the laws, you can't eat pork, you can't commit adultery, and they go on doing it, man. When these things come, when these words, the men of great millstone start with our apostles and our elders and us brothers. When it starts to come, that's when these people know that prophet have been among them, man. Because a prophet ain't no TD Jakes. What is he warning you of, man? What is he telling you is gonna come? Because a prophet needs to say something before it happens. Okay?
See, these people they get locked into how the preacher how he makes them feel good about their life, about the bull crap they doing. Okay, you okay? Just pay your tithes. Everything gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? But that has nothing to do with the scriptures, man. Okay, that's a false narrative they giving you, man. We're giving you the correct narrative in order for you to save yourself, man, from the coming calamities, man. Not only will America be destroyed, but before it gets destroyed, the Most High is going to take our people through a whole lot of hell, man. Okay? Hell is coming, man. On earth. To you Israelites, especially, man. This is especially made for you. All right? We going to get the heathens in the kingdom, man. This is for you. For you to wake up. All right? But you don't want to wake up. You want to wait till the end. To when it's too late. To when the Most High is going to take the prophets off the streets. You're going to take them off the internet. And you're going to be looking and saying, yeah, what they say with this and that and the other. It's going to be too late, man.
So, Jeremiah chapter 17 and 15. Behold, they say unto me, where is the word of the Lord?
Yep.
Let it come now.
See? Let it come. If he's doing it, let him do it now. Tempting the Lord. But the Lord will bring His word onto you individually, okay, and take you in your pride, all right, and make you go through this thing all crippled. He could not just kill you, he could cripple you, torture you, to whereas when the shit come, you ain't got no way to get around. You can't even get around.
He got you hooked on some drugs.
Yep.
And then how your eyes go through withdrawals.
Yep. All of that, and then some.
That's like Ezekiel where it says every vision failing. Jake think that these prophecies are not going to happen, man. Alright? But they're going to happen regardless if you believe it or not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Though tarry, wait for it.
Right. It will surely come. It will not tarry. Go back to that Ezra, second Ezra where we left off.
I'm sorry. The tarrying is part of the, you could say, deception, I guess. You know, to where the Lord wants you to think like it ain't gonna come.
That's part of your patience.
That's part of
that endurance.
Okay.
part of the test.
Yeah. That's part of the suffering.
Yeah.
Okay. Seeing how much faith you got in the Lord and in His word. You know, every word in the Bible is true, man. It's faithful and true. It's gonna come to pass, regardless of what you think, what anybody think, man. Okay. It's coming. Okay.
I just one Jake every year when I was in high school. Now, what happened, man? I thought this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. I said, wait. That's that
I always see
scripture.
comments like that.
That's
Man.
that scripture, man. Portal happened 2 and 3. That's the scripture that always came to mind every time it came up to me. Every year. You know, like, what happened, man? I thought to be a RFID chip, you know. Thought martial law and all this. And I said, just wait, man. Just wait.
I bet you when that pandemic hit, his ass was thinking about it. You know?
Nah,
Scared.
when World War III happens, man. But anyway, go back to that Ezra.
So back in 2nd Ezra chapter, we're at 16 and 40. It says, "Oh my," oh no, Salakia. Where were we? We're in
Not 40.
44. 44? Oh, okay.
Yo, they that married. Water, bro.
The water. It's 2nd Ezra 16 and 44. They that marry, as they shall get no children, and they that marry not, as the widowers.
Right. They that married should not get no children. You just got married. Next thing you know, World War III is declared, and your husband's required to go. And they ain't coming back, not even in the body bag.
Yeah.
All right. Read Ezekiel 39 will tell you why. Go ahead.
It says it. And therefore they that labor in vain.
Right, because you're not going to be able to reap your benefits. Enjoy your money. You know, you work so hard to get a new car, you work so hard to get a new house, buy land or buy whatever. But all that's going to come to naught when all hell breaks loose. Go ahead.
It says, for strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses and take their children captives. For in captivity and famine shall they get children. And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they...
Yeah, then for strangers shall reap their fruits and overthrow their goods, man. You know, you're gonna have like it says,
the lack of bread,
Great tribulation.
right, great.
So like
They shall
like
rifle their houses.
With the sword. So you're gonna have just regular people, you know, these what's the word for it? They're gonna just try to take your shit. You're gonna have Esau, the troops. They're gonna separate you. They're gonna take you, separate you from your wives after they're done raping her, like it says in Isaiah 13 and 16. They're gonna separate you from your children. You ain't gonna see your family again. Your ass gonna be in the concentration camp, just not knowing what the hell's going on and not knowing what to do, man.
That alone gonna break you.
All right.
Mentally.
Hey, don't forget about the NDAA, okay? The National Defense Authorization Act, where they can come in and take everything that you own, okay? And say, yo, we need this for the government, we need this for the army, we need this for this, we need that for that, you know?
I think there's another law now.
Yeah.
The NDAA is, you know, they could basically call any civilian a terrorist.
Oh, okay, that's right.
But
Yeah, the one I'm talking about is, I think Obama passed it.
Eminent domain.
yeah, that's the one.
Which is?
Eminent domain.
Oh, okay, yeah,
There's a bunch of executive orders. There's a bunch of executive orders that John F. Kennedy passed that are still in effect. They could bring out was like Executive Order 1910-995, Executive Order 11003. But let me just read this little quick part. It says, the president has the power to seize property, organize and control the means of production, seize committees, assign military forces abroad, call reserve.
You don't own shit.
Right. That's why what's that guy? Schwab. He said that you own nothing and be happy.
Charles Schwab, yeah.
It says call reserve forces.
His mother is a Rothschild.
Right.
Yeah.
So more than likely, his father is a Rothschild because really they do the
They changed it. He changed his name.
They do the incest thing, man.
Yeah, inbreds.
You brothers gotta watch that movie called Old Boy. I don't know if y'all seen it. Samuel Jackson, Old Boy, man. I seen it last night. You know, brother put it on us.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's good.
I'll check it out.
A little crazy flick, you know.
It says call reserve forces amounting to 2.5 million men to duty, institute martial law, seize and control all means of transportation.
That was in the 60s, right?
Right, during Kennedy's time. These are laws.
I was thinking about that back then.
Let's see, control all means of transportation, regulate all private enterprise, restrict travel, and in plethora or particular ways, control the lives of all Americans. Most of these laws remain in a potential source of virtually unlimited power for a president should he choose to activate them. It is possible that some future president could exercise this vast authority and attempt to place the United States under authoritarian rule.
And that's this right here.
Dictatorship, martial law.
That's
Alright?
That's implemented in a state of emergency as well.
Yeah, you can look this up for yourself, like executive orders, telecommunication management, electric power, and gas, solid fuels, and minerals. The government has control of everything. They have laws in place, alright, to control everything, man. And you people don't have no clue what's going on, man. They already have laws in place. So when these things happen, you can't say that the government, we can't do this, we have rights. No, man. You lost your rights as soon as martial law is declared. When the martial law is declared, martial law is declared, your constitution is suspended, man.
And that's what Americans are finding out. You never had rights. That shit don't work.
Right now, they're taking away your amendments. First one, freedom of speech. You can't even say that publicly or on YouTube. Second Amendment, to bear arms. They're saying you gotta store your arms. You can't have a full clip of arms. You can't even have an assault rifle. Fourth Amendment, they take it away. That says they can't come up in your house, harass you. Now, if you live by the border within 100 miles, that Fourth Amendment don't apply to you.
Right.
They could come up in your house, take your house, interrogate you, hurt you.
And so this all backs up. What you read, like, strangers stop taking possessions, take your kids, man. The government has the right to, because they already have laws in place, man. All right, people have no power. Okay.
To the lake.
Yeah, to the lake. I was like, I have rights. Nah, you got no rights, man. Your rights are already taken away. This is something that a lot of Americans are unaware of, man. Okay? Go back to that second Esdras.
Yeah. Back in second Esdras 16 and 46. For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses and take children captives. For in captivity and famine shall they get children. And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, for more they deck their cities and their houses, their possessions, and their own persons.
Yeah, the more you seek your life goal, you seek your own career, you seek your own desires. Go ahead.
That's the advantage for people. They're not trying to save their lives or lose their lives.
Right.
Lose their lives or save their lives.
Yeah, this world is wicked, man. There's nothing but death waiting for you. All right, if you're trying to build here, man, trying to make it out, trying to make it in this society.
All right, is there a debate?
Yeah.
That shit is long gone, man. That shit has been exposed a long time ago, man. It's all bullshit. And I was watching this clip the other day with this woman. She was saying, I went through all this school and I spent all this money to get my master's to be a teacher. And she basically was saying that You know, being a teacher is not suffice. It's not enough. You know, the wages is not enough.
And even just dealing with the fucking kids, man.
She was saying all of that with tears in her eye, man. Like she found out it's all bullshit, man.
All lies.
She did all that for nothing, man. For nothing.
America is the Titanic. Okay? It's the Titanic, destined to sink.
Them
Okay?
motherfuckers are still playing music.
Yeah, they still playing music. They don't get a gig on the Titanic and shit. Be playing Friday, you know, the last, you know, when they go out, it's gonna be playing. And then the ship going down and shit, he calling the motherfucker on the phone. Yeah, man, this shit was great, man. You wanna come and get on the, you know? No, man, this place is done, man.
What was that quote? Not even God can sink the ship.
Right.
No?
Exactly.
That's what they think about America, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
No, it's like it, bro. You got it.
Yeah, this place is gonna fall like that brother is saying, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're lost in this dream, man.
That's right. It's a dream.
Down.
It's the American dream. It's a dream. You gotta be asleep in order to have a dream. And all these people are sleeping, man. Okay? They're walking dead, really.
It's gonna turn to a nightmare.
Yep.
Back in 2nd Ezra, it says, "The strangers shall reap their fruits." Well, it's like it says 47. And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possession, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sin, saith the Lord.
Yeah, man. That time you put in to chase the bag, that time you put in to get married, and you could all put that time and effort to return to the Lord. Alright? But you didn't. So that's when the Lord's gonna get ready to bring judgment upon you, when you have to pay for all your sins. Because He gave you a time to repent. He gave you a time to repent so He can pardon your sins, but you chose not to. Or you chose this world, man.
Yep.
So you're gonna go down with this world. When I say world, I mention Esau's world. So people got a false belief thinking that there's an end of the world. No, it's the end of a time, end of Esau's world, end of his dominion of the earth, man, which we're fastly approaching. All right.
And they doing it willfully too. Okay, because they can't say that they didn't know. You know what the scriptures say. I've sent out the prophets early. You know, no man takes regard. You know, it's talking about y'all out there that's not taking heed, man.
Continue reading.
Oh, okay. We were at
Hey, bro, got me.
Yeah, I got it. First Thessalonians. You want me to bring it out? You got it. First Thessalonians chapter 5, 1 and verse 5. Chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times and the season, brethren, ye have no need, I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall cometh as a thief in the night.
Yeah, we know what time it is. We know it's not the time to establish a life here, man. We know it's time to wake up and get right with our power before that day comes. Because those that don't know, that day's gonna catch them as a thief in the night, man. All right.
We don't know because the scripture says, measure thou the time diligently yourself.
That's right. Go ahead.
For yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall cometh as a thief in the night.
Catch people off guard.
For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Right. A lot of people are in that peace and safety mindset, even right now. Even though your economy is not looking so well for you. All right. Even though violence is getting more rampant in the streets. All right. And you think you're in that peace and safety. You think, nah, things will go back to normal. Things will all go down. This is just a phase. We'll get through this. Nah, man. Go ahead.
Hey, just to show you people think they're in peace and safety, check out these lines for clubs on the weekends. Motherfuckers are still clubbing right now.
Right.
Going out, acting a fool at the bars and shit.
Hey, people are still going on vacation. People still partying. People still having fun. That's all they think about. That's all they want to do.
They're trying to distract themselves from reality.
Right. You can't distract yourself with pleasures, man. Because eventually those pleasures will end.
It says, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
It says sudden destruction. Meaning that this destruction that's about to come is gonna be sudden and fast. You're not gonna be aware of it. There ain't gonna be no warning signs. Because we're the only warning. All right, the Lord God is out here to warn you. All right, what did He tell Ezekiel? Go out there and speak from my mouth, and warn them from me.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the only warning that you get. But you people are just using the snooze button. I want to stay asleep. I want to stay asleep. You know, I want to be part of this world. That's what you keep doing, man. You don't want to take heed to the alarm clock. You don't want to take heed to the trumpet being blown.
Right.
And that's why that day is going to catch you as thief in the night. That's why sudden destruction come upon you, man. Everything that you work so hard, you're going to lose in an instant.
They don't. It's like, they don't want to hear because it's coming from us.
Yeah.
Okay, if it was coming from Esau, if it was coming from T.D. Jakes and them, Creflo Dollar, you know, they'll consider it. But since it's coming from us, they don't consider it. You know, we must be fools and shit. You know, spending out Saturdays and stuff out here. You know,
We're despised. We're looked at as poor men. We call us bums. Get a job.
right?
You know what we're recording? We have a. Hey, what phone is this? You know what? It's no 20. It's an iPhone. Look at these shoes, bro. Brother's dripping. We're not bums. We're not homeless. Okay.
This is a job. It says you have entered into other men's labor. This is a job.
You know. Scripture says that if you don't work, you don't eat.
Right.
We got jobs out here, man.
But that's just them trying to demonize us, you know, to make themselves look good. That's a weak person. You have to put somebody down in order to make yourself look good. Okay? We only put you down when you go off in the scriptures.
That
Okay?
ain't putting you down.
That ain't even putting you down. Exactly. We only address you rather.
Hey,
Okay?
but they hate them that rebuke it at the gate.
That's it.
You know.
You ain't your damn feelings, man. Like a damn woman.
Yep. Instead of being into reality, man, the scriptures are reality, man. It's gonna happen. These prophecies. The word prophecy means to say before. Okay? And it's gonna happen. He's saying it before it happens. Giving you warning from the Most High and His Son. All right?
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs. It's like Ecclesiastes chapter 9, and I'll start at 15. It says, "Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city. Yet no man remembered."
Read that again.
Oh yeah, it says,
That's
it's Ecclesiastes 9 and 15. It says, "Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city."
Hey, look at us. We're despised. You're seen as the poor of this world, man. You know, because we don't got money like T.D. Jakes got, man. We don't got a big organization, a big church like what's that one guy's name?
Holstein.
Yeah, Osteen, man. Like Osteen. You know, they despise us because we're out in the streets, man. Okay.
But what did Osteen do when
A hurricane.
the hurricane
Like
hit?
them doors.
He locked the doors on you mugs, man. And that's what's happening. That's what's gonna happen.
Because that's what people do. When shit happens, they go to the church. The children are purged. Everyone was in the fucking church, man. Thinking that God's gonna save you. Because you're in a house that's not made with his hands.
Remember when the pandemic came, they closed the churches. I show you that the Lord ain't in there. But did the Lord stop speaking? No. He kept speaking to his men. The word kept going out, man.
Spirit. If it was of men, it would come to naught. Them
Nah.
churches came to naught real
Bro.
quick.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Because you still have brothers going out. You still, hey, now Jake that said I don't got time. You had enough time in 2020. You're at your house all day. What you think you're doing at your house? You had all time to get right.
Man, you make time for what you want.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the spirit. We was building and everybody was breaking down.
No?
Go
Still
ahead.
building.
It says, "Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city. Yet no man remembered the same poor man. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised.
Yup, the poor man's wisdom is despised. Why these people see us as poor, they despise us out here, man.
And we are poor.
Right.
But we're rich in faith.
Right. Those are the riches. Those are the riches.
Yeah.
Right.
The Lord said, blessed be the poor.
Right.
Hey, we may not have it all, but we have just enough what we need.
Well, are we supposed to have it all?
No.
We're in captivity.
Nope,
This ain't our world.
it's not our rest.
We have treasures in heaven.
And that's where our mind's at right now.
Yeah.
We don't have our minds here in this world like you people do, because you got treasures here that you're not willing to lose. You're not willing to give up. Nick Cannon was a good example, and many others.
The scriptures say our gold is more precious. I mean, our faith is more precious than gold, man.
Yeah.
You know, our faith is where it's at, man. Our faith is going to be able to save us, man.
Yeah. Proverbs the 30th chapter says that all of it is vanity.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to profit you nothing, man. You know, at the end of the day, those who have those riches, man, you know, they don't think of the Lord, man.
Yeah,
They're constantly thinking of their riches.
Scriptures say riches profit not in the day of death
Yeah.
or in the day of judgment.
They're not going to take it with them once they go. No. That shit stays here. It rots away.
You done reading that?
Let me finish this. Verse 16. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. All right? The words of a wise man are heard in quiet, more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools, man. Yeah. This is a very small knit of people that are hearing these words, man. You know, it's gonna reach the ears of the elect, of the 1/3 that are out there, man. Everyone else, man, it's gonna be blocked away from them.
It's a prison.
Oh, okay.
So
I think I know what you mean.
Sirach chapter 13, verse 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he said. They extol it to the clouds.
Yeah, like these rich pastors out here, man. You got people that stay quiet and just listen to what he says and just take it to heart, man. He's the man. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, why? Because he's on a like 3-piece suit, and like you said, man, he has the riches. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Not knowing that his ass is a sellout, man.
Yeah.
Ain't teaching you shit. Alright, just stealing from you, man. Using your riches to buy Lamborghinis. You have plenty of examples. You have pastors that their congregation got mad that their pastor used their money to buy a Lamborghini.
You ain't gonna want to plan for yourself.
Hey, y'all remember the pastor that asked for $1,000 and everybody started swaying in the church? And he says, and they extol it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this?
Right, what the fuck is this?
Who are you?
Like the ball was King David. Who the hell is this guy?
Just a nobody.
Not knowing that the Lord deals like that. You know, he's gonna take the one that everybody is not paying attention to.
That's how he shows his power.
This world they say money talk, but to the heavenly Father, wisdom talk. Man with wisdom.
Right.
You know?
Faithful servant.
Yeah.
You know?
It says, but if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? If he stumbleth, they will help to overthrow him.
Right, if they see that we make a mistake. I knew he wasn't right. I knew he was a bad. I know he was evil.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, but the scriptures say a righteous man falleth 7 times.
Battery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up, bro. I mean, soon. You know, it's 4:47 already. I'll still have 5 minutes.
Yeah, like the brothers are saying, man, they have some familiarity with you, man. They grew up with you, man. They were in the same city. They see you as a normal, average person.
That's why they say, what man is this? Is this
Right.
Joseph's son?
Yeah.
You know, and Yahuwah said, a prophet have no honor in his own country.
Right.
They don't look at you as you are. They look at you as, you know, on the flesh, you know.
Yeah,
flesh
once
people.
were.
Right.
Yeah, who you once were. That's a perfect word. You know, they end up not realizing that we change. You know?
It says, riches are good unto him that had no sin, and poverty is evil in the mouth of the ungodly.
Why is riches good to him to have no sin? Because you're able to enjoy those riches without worrying about judgment from the Heavenly Father for your sins. All right, but a lot of you rich people, a lot of Jake that are rich in the society that have it all, especially these entertainers, they're covered in sins. All right, because of what they did to get those riches, man. You know, you have Kendrick Lamar with his blasphemy, with his wicked ass, man.
Yeah.
Having he has a diamond a crown.
Oh yeah.
The same thing that the thorn, the crown of thorn. He has a diamond and gold out right now. He's been wearing that shit. You know, thinking that you could be the savior, huh? Thinking that you're the king. Jake is just full of himself, man. Jake have no idea what's coming.
Right.
Them riches that you have and not gonna be able to save you.
And then he said that he chose humanity over religion. Okay, and he said that because he said his uncle used to be his auntie, something like that.
His auntie is a fucking tranny.
Right, exactly. You know, so that's what he's choosing. All right.
He sold his soul a long time ago.
I got another precept for that.
Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 26. It says, For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called.
Yeah, this shows you don't have to go to school to learn this.
Right.
You know, you don't have to have a diploma. Diploma doesn't make you think you're smart or great, man. This is not what going to high school, going to college. Get a diploma doesn't make you great. It doesn't make you somebody. It doesn't make you smart. Matter of fact, it makes you dumb, man. Going to college, but getting a true understanding of the scriptures, in which a lot of people lack, especially our people. This is where it's at, man. Okay, and it don't matter if you didn't go to school, if you are a dropout, if you didn't go to college, man. That don't matter. The Lord called you for a reason, because He sees you as fit to be His prophet.
And the Lord ain't dealing with the famous of this world because they're noble at the time. He ain't dealing with no famous person.
The Lord said, "What the wisdom of this world is foolishness, man." Yeah. Okay. It's foolishness unto the Most High. You know, the Most High is the one who created everything, man. He created your simple butt, man. You know. And you think you got some knowledge, man? You don't have anything. The knowledge that you need to get is in these scriptures, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's verse 27. But the Most High has chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. Like the brother was saying, man, that showcases the power of the Lord, man. You know, him raising up, you know, these us weak things in this world, man.
All right, somewhat nobody.
Yeah.
Hey, we may be nobodies in this world, but that don't matter. We're somebody's up there in the heavens. That's what matters, that we're famous in the heavens. People try to be famous in this world. When this world perishes away. But if you're famous in the heavens, when YAHAWASHI confesses your name to his Father, Yahawah, and the angels, man, you somebody up there, man. If you're up there, man.
That's that fame.
That's that best glory to receive, to be known from your own Creator, for your Creator to recognize you, man. All right, for your Creator to deal with you personally.
That's
Then to be part of this wicked ass fucking world where you gotta sell your soul, defile yourself just to get some fame that doesn't even last forever. You know, that fame could be, let's say, 50 minutes of fame. Or if you don't do what Esau does, he can demonize you and get rid of your career just like that, man. You know? What we're doing, what the Lord God is doing, all right, the Lord has us doing, it's gonna last for eternity. All right, our names are gonna be, our names will always be mentioned in the next world to come. All right, we're gonna be the real celebrities. We're the next one lined up, man. All right, everywhere we go, everybody's gonna know you. Because if you're of the elect, everywhere you go, they're gonna know you, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna be known. This is him. I read him. Your own children, your wives, everybody, man. If you're elect, they're gonna read your story that the Lord has already written for you, that we're playing out right now.
Right.
Okay? You gotta believe that, man. Believe that you're special. Believe that the Lord loves you, man. You can't let these people you can't let what they think get to you. Who are they? They're nothing. In 2nd Ezra 9, they're born in vain. You're just background characters to the Lord's movie, man. Who are you for me to care about your opinion of me? We care about what YAHAWASHI thinks of us, because his opinion and his thoughts matter to us, man. Alright, why you think we're out here? We're not out here to please you. We're out here to please our power. YAHAWASHI, man.
Right.
Okay?
But the Most High has chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and the Most High has chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things that are mighty.
Hey, we may seem foolish, we may seem weak in this world, but that's okay. Because YAHAWASHI is going to show his power in each and every one of us, man.
That's right.
You got to believe that. Alright? He's going to show his power to each and every one of us. So don't think that just because you didn't go to school, or you don't have a certain standard, or you may have a stuttering speech, you may not be excellent in speech, you may not know certain words, you may not be good at math. Don't let that get to you, man. Because what you do know and what matters is that you know this truth. That you know who you are. You know who your God is. You know his true name, which is YAHAWASHI, man.
They say too that the least of them, the weakest of them shall be as David.
Right.
Okay.
That's exactly right. The Lord's gonna turn us as a mighty man. That's all it takes. It's like Neo. When he wanted to learn Kung Fu, he was instructed, man. That's all it takes. The Lord can just give you everything, man.
Yeah.
Instruct you just like that, activate you just like that, man. Okay? Don't let your speech, don't let what your weakness think that you're nothing, because you're not nothing. You're somebody, man. There's a reason why you're here. There's a reason why all of us are out here. There's a reason why you know who YAHAWASHI is. There's a reason why you know this truth. There's a reason. Alright? The Lord didn't call you because of your might. He didn't call us because of our might or what we know, because we went to degrees. Alright? We all have been called, because you got brothers that don't drop, you got brothers that drop out, you got brothers that went to college, got degrees and all that. The elect are called for all sorts of life. All sorts of life, man. Understand that?
Finishing off, it says, verse 28, and the base things of the world and the things which are despised has the Most High chosen.
Alright.
Ye and the things which are not, to bring to naught things that are.
Hey, we didn't read it, but like in the scripture says, in that day, they're going to be known who are my chosen.
Yeah.
The ones that were despised, the ones that were low, the ones that were seen foolish, everyone's going to know who YAHAWASHI is dealing with. Because in that day, he's going to make it known who are his chosen. So with that, hopefully you brothers are edified. We want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawashi, Bahashim, RAWCHAA QADASH, RAWCHAA Yahawah, RAWCHAA Yahawashi. Double honor to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings goes to the hopeful elect. Brothers are out there pushing his word and truth and sincerity. Shalom. Shalom.